What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Reality Kingdom, where we put the real in reality or whatever. Period. I'm your host, Pharaoh. We're joined by one of our hosts, Lee, and of course, the wonderful, iconic showmance of the century, the best showmance in Big Brother history. I'm giving y'all all of the 10. AmeriCory, AmeriCory, Comerica, all of that. How y'all doing?
Let's go. I'm like, y'all are saying the same thing when you have Brendan on next week. I know it. Look, I've heard this one before. I think I've seen it. No, thanks. I'm so excited to be here with y'all. We're so excited to be here.
Yeah.
We're just talking about how it's been about more than a year now since we were last on, and we're excited.
Been a full Big Brother season. I will say, look, if you guys say Brenchel is the best showmance of all time, I'll accept that. If you guys have the first Rylie exit interview and drop that line, I'm done with you guys. Forever. Lose my
We're still waiting on that.
Not him.
They said he will not be talking to the public, actually.
Girl, they quickly said there will be no interviews this week. Like, it was very much so no. So there's that on that. Very interesting person. Very interesting showman. And then Cat in the House crying. We're not gonna get into it just yet, because my God,
because there's a lot to say.
But guys, how are y'all feeling about the season? Because there's a lot to say about the season overall. This is a very weird, different kind of season than we've seen. How are y'all feeling?
I love it. This is like my favorite season, I think, from this new era, or like from the 20s at least, because I just feel like it's been consistent gaming from the very beginning. Anytime I turn on feeds, there's somebody whispering, somebody out with the M&Ms, like doing some shit. And I'm just like, oh, this is, I don't know. It's so refreshing. I love it. And the mystery theme, hello. I thought they were going to take it in a different direction. I thought it was going to be like murder mystery. And instead they've sort of ditched him by the mastermind. Where is he?
We haven't
seen him in a while. But like, I love the theme, love the house, love Rachel being back, even though I was, one of the people being like, she's not coming back for real. She's just there for an episode. Obviously we were wrong, but I'm excited. It's been so fun to watch Rachel Rylie. Hello.
I think this has been an awesome season. Like, what's not to like? I think this might be a season where, like, 30 years down the line, the Alison Grodner tell-all is like, yes, the whole thing was rigged. These things have been going way too well every week, minus Jimmy's eviction, which was
right.
Outside of that, how many Thursdays have felt like do or die? If this person goes home, the season's cooked. And every time it exceeds our expectations. My one criticism is like, yeah, the cast is like abnormally really bad at Big Brother, but that's pretty low on the list of priorities for me. Like, I just care about people trying way more than like succeeding. And this season, just looking at Morgan, looking at even Vince in his own weird way, everyone's gaming their asses off. And that's all I care about.
Yes, that's what I love about it. Like, it's so chaotic. And like, I think my fear, the reason why I was scared around the Jimmy week, because I was like, ooh, the wrong people finna be in the end game. I was thinking it's gonna be Rylie, Katherine, Zach, Vin. I was like, oh no. But thank God for stupidity. Thank God for stupidity, because they were able to get out Zach. They're able to get out Rylie. Kelley or Katherine's going home next. Like, we are really winning. Like, this is like one of the best boot orders in a minute. Like, I am seated for this boot order. Like, because I love Rachel in them side of the game. And like, honestly, like Katherine, Lauren, Vince, Rylie, they were boring. They weren't doing shit. They were not doing anything at all. So I'm happy that the people who are actually like more active in the game, they may be sloppy and dysfunctional, but they're doing something. I like that they have a chance to really win. Like now, like Will, Ashley, Rachel, Morgan, they have a chance to win again. And I'm so excited for that.
Yeah. I think that's what's throwing me off about this season, like watching it live, is like, bitch, who's gonna win? Not that I want to know who's going to win. I don't want to know, but it just feels weird, because usually in Big Brother you have a good idea, or even if something shifts, you're like, okay, this is the new person who you have a good idea about. And this season, it's like, bitch, I don't know. Rachel Rylie could still win the game.
No, every day's a new day. I'm like, somebody's gonna wake up with like a brand new thought they've never had before, with a brand new like person they want to align with for no fucking reason, and I'm like here for it. It's so I was telling Cory, I was like, babe, like Will can win this. Like, I
literally
Brooklyn last year was all about like the married mother winning. I'm like, I think she paved the way for Will's, married father.
Married mother.
But I'm like, I can see it. Like everyone's been so great.
Well, have you ever heard of the Super Bowl test? If you close your eyes and like envision a quarterback, could I envision them lifting the trophy? It's like with this season, there's no one I can envision winning the show except for Rachel because I've already seen it. And
Right.
that I wouldn't have believed Rachel could win a season. So it's like it's gonna be someone. And at this point, like there's only 2 or 3 people who I would view as bad winners. And when I mean bad, I mean like I would be upset with it. Everybody's gonna be like either
Name them.
Name.
Why is America me? Why is America literally me?
My player rankings are subjective this time. Okay. I'm
As
throwing
they
all the
should
numbers
be.
out
As
there.
they should.
We're all biased. I'm like, when we were talking to, I think Taryn the other day, he's like, what do you think's going to happen? I'm like, well, this is what I want to happen. I
Right.
don't care if it's a good game move for Vince or not. I want Cat on the block.
Period.
This is the season to do that. This is the season to be subjective, though. Like, this is the one season I feel like I can go in and I could just say, well, bitch, whatever my faves needs to happen is what's going to happen. And then also it happens. Like, not only am I just speaking from just what I want, it's also happening. It's like, girl, where are we in? But I'm loving it. Let's just resonate in it and really just sit in it.
I did have a specific question because y'all played with like sort of a returnee in Sari, and then they're playing with Rachel. Like, do you feel like you can kind of view the season from a different scope because of that? Or like, do you feel like maybe if you were in this season, you would have worked with Rachel? Like, what's that team?
I think it's so different because Sari and Rachel are so different, and Rachel did not come in with one of her kids and one of her biggest fans, and like a Cory. There's no one there for Rachel, and I look, Rachel's been amazing so far, but I think Sari is on a different level in these social strategy games. So like Sari comes in and immediately it's a Paul season, right?
Yeah.
It's Boston Robin Redemption Island. What was so awesome about Rachel this season is Rachel, I don't know if she can't do that, but she doesn't want to. She plays Rachel Rylie every time. So we get to see all these other personalities flourish. Whereas in other seasons, it would just be like, okay, what's Paul doing today?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Because what do you feel?
Well, I was thinking about it. Like, what if I was in there with Rachel? I'm like, because I get it. As a fan, I would know you got to get the vet out because they always. But I'm like, would I really like once I know her? And, you know what I mean? I talk to Rachel. I'm like, nah, I'd be sucked in. I'd be a little minion. I know I would. But I get why some people like in those early weeks too, like Jimmy, were like, we have to target her. Like she's a vet automatically.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. I was going to say, do you feel like them casting not fans or no, none of them are fans. Fuck it. Them not casting any fans. It's like, isn't that weird for
they set her up?
Usually with returning seasons, they set them up like positively. Like they give them a phone. Like this is Rachel Riley's biggest fan. So we're going to put her in there. Why didn't I have a theory, but I want to know what y'all think why they didn't do that this season. Like literally no one knows who this lady is. It was crazy.
I mean, my theory is that they just didn't care. The recruits didn't care. Obviously, they had such a production had such a successful season last year, where I think it was mostly recruits, right? I think our season was half and half, and then last year was like 60-40. Yeah. So they're like, let's push that a little bit further. And now they're like all recruits, right? Essentially, I think they probably did have them watch some Rachel Rylie seasons, and they just didn't. Because why would Rylie be talking about season 12 in his preseason stuff?
Exactly.
Like,
Keanu did too.
I think a few other people, like Keanu, he doesn't know Big Brother like that, like season 12 and 13. So I think they were probably pushed to like do their homework. Right. Maybe Rachel was like a last minute addition.
I don't know. She asked us advice on the cruise. Obviously, didn't tell us anything, but like, how is Sari so good socially on your season? And then 2 months later, you're in the house. We're like, okay.
That's hilarious.
She was coming to us so we could coach her. Like,
but I do think in general, like the casting thing has shifted so far in that direction. Where like I think America's totally right. I think they tried to give Rachel her minions, and then her minions didn't watch Rachel's season.
Yeah.
So it basically, which again is a good thing because Rachel earning the position she's in right now is so much more fun than like if she was handed that position day one.
I agree 100%.
And that's what I've been saying about this season with Rachel. Like she doesn't feel like an overarching returnee. Every season with like a returnee or like a figure coming in, it's like they really dominate. Like no shade, the BB25 free jury, it was a lot of Sari. Sari had y'all in the chokehold. It was bad. It was,
I mean,
and even same with like Paul, BB18, and like with Rachel, it feels like she's like an actual player of the season. Like she could go home easily. She's being targeted easily. You know, it's like really interesting to see her navigate as a returnee because usually they just seem so untouchable.
Literally, I do agree. Child, shout out to Parker in the chat. Parker, you new here? Where you been, King? You better stay up. Subscribe, like, comment, share. Everybody new. He says, I know many of these house guys are going to get so mad when they leave and realize that BB27 will forever be the Rachel season, regardless of the result. Do y'all feel that way? Because with New Era, it feels like there's a different, well, I don't know if New Era in general, but with this season, it doesn't feel the same to me as like Paul, BB19. And we just kind of talked about like Rachel isn't this dominating force, but she is dominating like as a presence. But I still don't feel, although Rachel Rylie is this season, let's be frank, I still also feel like everyone has a chance to be their own player in this season. Whereas with BB19, I didn't really feel that. And they were a trash cast as well. Like they weren't good at the game either. So it's like, I don't know why that is, but to me, it doesn't feel like these players have such a negative chance to be something as it did in the past. But I don't know why I feel that way, but I kind of just feel that way. You know?
No, I mean, it's so weird. Rachel's like, she's just the underdog. Like, that's her thing.
Yeah.
You throw in any game. I haven't watched, admittedly, like any of her other shows. Like, I didn't watch
Traitors
season 1, or I know she did like Worst Cooks and stuff. But anyways, like, I would imagine that she's also like plays that role because that's just how she is and how that's how she plays Big Brother. So her being the underdog, I don't know. Like, it allows other people also. Everyone else is just a gamer for the most part. There were a couple duds this season, but like
they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. Like everyone's been sort of slowly been weeded out. So everyone's gaming their ass off as opposed to like 19. And I don't know. They were just kind of miserable.
I would say like it's gonna be Rachel's season in terms of she'll be the center face on the DVD box, but like it feels like it's Morgan's feeds. You know, and like everyone talks about Vince all the time. I feel like there's so many other characters flourishing alongside Rachel where it's like,
I agree.
Again, BB19, you got Paul, then you got Josh, and then it's a massive drop off in terms of who is memorable from that cast. Yeah. I'm not going to mention the third place finisher. But like landing on this season, it just feels like Rachel has this quality where it's not only she doesn't overshadow people, she helps other people like Keanu, like Ashley, like Vince this week shine in good or bad ways.
Right. Yeah, 100%. They're a presence in themselves as well. Yeah, it's very interesting. I like it though. I'm having a good time. I'm loving it. Let's talk about this week because, child,
what a week! What a week! I'm so happy. We won so bad.
I felt it. I was like, Cory, she's not going to go up. It's going to be fine. She's going to be okay.
Period.
It's just I don't know if it was me or all the Etsy witches online, but
who controls the Reality Kingdom email? Because we were emailing back and forth, setting this up, and I said I'm so excited to go on and talk about how Rachel was not backdoored by Vince.
Did you actually?
That's exactly what he said. Everybody was manifesting it, honestly, but it worked, bitch. Hey, we're here. But Vince wins the wall comp. Child, he is the head of household this week. He nominated initially Ava, Kelley, Mickey. Mickey was the target. Mickey won veto. Ooh, low-key icon. I can't give her a 10. I can't give her a 10.
Twin? Because the twin that we saw at the beginning of the season is she's like a completely different.
It's 180.
She's a Rovalin. The first part she was the hero, and then she became the villain, and now she's like, wait,
I'm a hero again.
She's a hero villain now. But and then it was this big debate between who he was backdooring, Kat or Rachel, and then he landed on Kat. And that is where we have at the end of the week, Kat, Ava, Kelley are the noms. Let's talk about first the HOH competition. Because I got a bone to pick with somebody particular.
Cool.
Morgan, get to the camera. Morgan, get to the microphone now.
Hold on. You can't drag her.
Morgan. Clips.
Where were you at? Where were you at on that wall? Why were you barely outlasting? And it's no shade to Ashley and Will. But baby, where were you at?
I'm finna gag you. She may have lost the wall, but she was did. The HOH this week, bitch. You can't take that away from her. She ran this HOH like it was hers. Okay, so yes, she won the wall. If
you're gagging that. You're kind of gagging that. No, I was very disappointed though, because girl, don't talk about it forever and then lose like that.
But hey, no, straight up. I saw her laughing about it. And I'm like, okay, at least she's self-aware. You know,
like that.
in moments, but she is.
Here's what I'll say: like Morgan did poorly in this endurance comp, and she's been practicing every day since. How long can I stay in Vince's HOH room?
That's the real endurance comp, baby.
The next endurance comp, she's ready. She's practicing.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay. Let it be stay in a room. Maybe if it was pressure cooker, she would have stayed in that room. She know how to stay up in a room, baby. Okay.
Right. If Vince was in the room, sure.
As long as Vince is there. As long as Vince is there.
I thought at some point he would tell her to leave. Like she kept staying in there. I'm like, at some point he gonna say something, but Vince
I hate Vince. Also, like looking at the camera and being like, "Oh, this is okay." Like I'm playing her, like that kind of look.
That's what I was saying.
You did everything good for her game this week.
Yeah, you played her game.
He did. Child, shout out to Zay in the chat real quick. You think because Rachel wasn't really known as a strong strategic force, but seeing her play a bit different game makes her arc more satisfying. Like she doesn't feel dominant because it doesn't feel like she was handed her spot. Yeah. I do agree with Sam.
Yeah, she only got 1 week safety, right? What did Paul get? Like 4?
Paul got
like other
power. He got a whole power.
Yeah, but I honestly think let's say worst case scenario. I don't even want to put that in the universe. Rachel goes next week. You can argue.
I can't believe you.
Let me say.
We're just talking about
I think it's probably her best game ever. Honestly, like BB13 is just such a weird season for so many reasons, and like this season, not every eviction, but like the direction the season is headed is all because of Rachel, like top to bottom, and like even if she gets a bad outcome, bad whatever. I think she already has so much to like be happy about.
I mean, last week she totally flipped the game.
Everything.
Yeah. Like she did it. I was a doubter.
Same.
It didn't happen. And it's like, I like Rylie was gonna make it to the end. He was like I could have beat him there because everyone was so scared or so enamored with. I can't tell what it was with him, but she knew what to do.
She knew exactly what to do, and that was.
I doubted her too.
I doubted her bad.
I was like, Rachel, this is stupid. You made an enemy out of them. These people don't fuck with you. You're going,
girl.
Like, was it just
like the whole time we thought Vince HOH was going to send her home this week. I was like, she's making a bad move. Rylie's not going to go home. Vince is going to win and take her out. And then Rylie went home. Vince won and still kept her safe. Like all 3 of her nominations, Mickey, Morgan, and Vince protected her down this week.
Dude.
How crazy is that? Like, gag it.
She eats it up. And that was a part of my true theory, my real true theory as to why she didn't get handed no minions the way that these other people did and no safety the way these other people did. I watched her intro video. She had like a preseason interview video thing. And in that preseason interview video thing, she was like, I want to prove that I deserve to win because she knows, she's aware. She's in the fan base. She knows people didn't think her first win was deserved. You know, like I was one of those people. I was like, I mean, you know, you got the money, but did you do the game? And I feel like she's here to prove herself. And my theory was, I think she told them producers, she said, baby, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna fight myself, I'm gonna play myself, make it as hard as possible, baby. And she's eating it the fuck up. So hey, she's doing what she needs to do. Truly.
I can see that happening. I believe it. Like, I feel like she, you know, she's very outspoken and she's friends with production in that way where she's like, yeah, you're not going to give me this. I can do it on my own.
I hope like production doesn't take feedback from the alumni, though, about what cast they want.
Honestly, though, I think it could have just been an insinuation. Like, even in the video, like, she's speaking to whoever the fuck she's speaking to. I don't know who y'all be talking to production. But she's speaking to the person and she's like, I want to prove to myself and to the fans and to everyone that I can do this and I can be that good of a player on my own, because you know the allegations was it was giving rigged on BB13. So it's like she's trying to clear them allegations up. She's like, don't rig nothing. Put me in there with bitches who don't even know who I am. I got it. And she got it. Mm-hmm. I know that's right.
I still can't see like necessarily a path to the win, only because I feel like Rachel winning again, it feels like so impossible that I don't even want to see it. Like I can't see it. I'm like, her winning would be like, I don't know. Like, it would be crazy. She would be the first 2-time winner in Big Brother. She would have made it all the way to the end against all odds. It's like, if that's the reality we live in, bitch, like, I can't deal. Like I don't know. I just can't deal with that. Like, I want her to win, but it's like, anything could happen if she wins this season. Like, I feel like I'm gonna go and become a millionaire if she wins this season. Like, anything can happen.
It's just the problem with Rachel, and like I agree with you about like there's no clear path, is she just needs one person to ride or die for her, and she's got like everyone who's gonna like get close to riding and dying for her, but ultimately cut her at 3 or 4. She just needs one person, and I believe it.
No, well, I was gonna say I could see it for her, and then Keanu flipped on her last week all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay, Keanu's going to be her guy, you know, or the veto winner, the comp winner. Also, with 3 nominees, it is so hard to evade the block. And she's done it so far.
Yeah.
But I feel like once she does, how does she come
If
off,
she touches that block, exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Like, she's going home, you know? I don't see. It depends who she's next to, of course. But it's like, it's going to be too tempting to not send her home. Or to send her home. Yeah.
100%. Child, so also in the HOH, we got down to Vince and Kat, and Vince offered Kat a deal in a way. My theory was he low-key wanted her to target the judges because he knew he couldn't, because he's so scared, and he low-key wanted her to make a deal so he could be like, oops, I fell, Kat. Oh, you took out Rachel. Oh no, you know? And then her ass, and I get it because your man just went home. Let me tell you, first of all, why was that her man? We can ignore that part. Let's pretend the man was actually a real man. Like, let's pretend it was a good man, right? If a good man had went home, baby, I would have been up on that wall. And I said, Vince, fuck you, bitch. Like, it would have been like, bitch, you just voted my man out. You think I'm going to drop? Hell no. Nah. The problem was, Kat, baby, this was Rylie. You could have made that deal on Rylie. I'm sorry, baby.
In her head, she's like, that's America's sweetheart. That's my man. Yeah.
They really think that everyone loves him. And like, I cannot wait to the reality. Like, I want to see Keanu come out and realize how delusional he's been this entire time. I want Kat to finally see the light. Like, there are so many things. I want Mickey to realize that she's
Mickey
crazy.
Gonna double down. Mickey gonna say, well, America's wrong. I think everybody else, including Kat, will agree. And I think Mickey will go on interviews and say, I don't think America saw the real Rylie. My Rylie, you know, I'm his Georgia Peach. Oh my God. You gonna get her Brad Pitt, child.
I can see Keanu continuing the bit after as well. Like, just like not listening to any of it, being like, no, you guys, I was right.
The bit.
Y'all didn't see
whatever
everything.
His thing is, you know, like his bit.
With every ounce of his heart and soul, he believes Rylie is his boy.
I think it's a bit. I don't know. You know, whatever he's got going on.
I wish.
But it's like so funny. I was just telling Cory, like, when we found out about Suri and Jared, like on stage being related, mother-son, mind blown. It's like so weird to think back and be like, wow, like 80-something days I spent with this person and I just had this perspective of what the relationship was, or, you know, I'm like, they're in for like a rude awakening when they come out. And it's like everything they thought is going to be flipped upside down. I saw them talking last night about how like America's going to be so mad because Rylie went home because of Rachel. Everyone's going to hate Rachel, breaking up the precious showmance. It's like, first off, obvious recruits that have never been on BB
literally
Twitter,
please
they know how we think and we work and like who we would root for,
and it would never be them.
So lost.
No, it was day one. Every single fan identified, I think Rylie and Zay might be problems.
Like literally
pictures, just the names that were like, that could be troubling.
Rylie, Cory talked to okay.
What's the tea?
Let me take the mic.
Preseason.
Yep,
he might be a problem.
That is hilarious.
I was exactly today. Try to win that first HOH. You're a comp beast. You're not going to be able to pretend like you're bad. There's no point. Just go in and win some stuff. First confessional. I don't want to win this HOH. I'm like, all right,
didn't listen to nothing.
Whatever. I don't.
Listen to nothing. Nobody said.
In one ear and out the other, child.
Them slurs stay.
45-minute chat. He might. I might have gotten like 2 minutes of words in our hour-long chat.
Damn. Girl, that's how it was when he was in the storage room and Rachel said he getting beheaded. He just didn't know what he was doing. It was bad. It was bad.
Well,
for
at
him.
least he didn't ask ChatGPT.
He did, didn't he?
He heard my advice and says, nah, that ain't gonna work.
And then he asked.
He said, but ChatGPT said this.
But our other student, Rachel, is doing great. So
period.
I know that's right. So that girl didn't take the deal. Vince won the HOH. He acted a plum fool. But his initial nominees I felt were to me, obvious. I remember me and Lee, we got on the phone afterwards, literally after he won the HOH. And I was like, Lee, he has no choice but to put up Kelley, Ava, and potentially Kat or Mickey. You know, that's how I was thinking in my head. I'm like, Mickey will probably be his target. He could backdoor her. He could put up Kat. I think he should have that's what I will say about his nominees. I think he should have put up Kelley, Kat, and Ava and backdoored Mickey, because he should have been taking a shot at anyone who could help that group of people. But instead, he was so timid that he was like, well, I don't know why he didn't put up Kat, actually. I don't even know the reason.
So scared. He's so scared. I mean, I get it. I feel like they're not even at the jury stage. It feels like they've been there 50 plus days and they're like tired. Oh my God. Jury's in sight though. He doesn't want to make any big moves yet. And it's so annoying. He's just so scared. And I'm like, I feel like he should have just gone like Ashley, Will, Rachel.
I agree.
You know, Ashley, Will, Mickey,
I know that's right.
blown.
Yeah.
Because he's already putting Mickey up. Like I don't know. That's kind of making it clear where he stands. And I don't know.
He also has like a really good, like if Katherine is still pissed at him, even if he makes those crazy nominates all the judges, right? He's like, look, Morgan's one of my closest allies. It wasn't a vote against Rylie. Morgan's just my girl, whatever. I'm still with you guys. Keanu still wants to ride or die with Vince as long as he can. You still have Lauren. You still have Morgan. Yeah, if someone on that other side wins, you're screwed. But what situation is he in now? Like, I just think like staying loyal to the judges, where maybe they'll be loyal to him for a single week at most. There's just no reason for it. And
he's trying to play the middle. And it's like, that doesn't work.
He's really trying.
And that's the main issue I have with it, because, you know, he really should have just chose a side, period. Like with his nominations, with the type of conversations that he had, because he was just hoping, I can put up Mickey. Everyone hates her. She's going to go home. It'll be really easy. So the other two nominations doesn't matter. She won the POV, and now he's shook, scared, and panicking. Well, it's like you should have been setting up a target last minute. You're like, well, maybe we should just backdoor Rachel, and well, I don't know. Maybe we should do Ashley, and well, I don't know. Maybe we should do Kat. And then in every conversation, no matter which side it is, the entire week is like, you know, I'm with you, and we're gonna work together. And I'm not listening to Rachel. I'm not letting her play my game. And then he's talking to Rachel. He's like, well, you're definitely not going up. He told Rachel like 4 times that she was definitely not going up, while he was still considering it.
You're deliberating.
Like, how can you like, and watching him talk game is actually so interesting to me, because it's like he fully just mirrors. Like you could say anything to him and he's just gonna mirror you the entire time. And it's like whatever decision he made by the end of it was gonna piss everyone off, because you are playing everyone, and he wants to act like, oh, my hands are in all of these pots, and I don't know why everyone hates me, and I don't know. Look what you're doing, sir. And a part of me feels bad, because, you know, after Mickey had won and he eventually did Kat, him and Keanu had this big ass conversation about him being passive and not being confident.
Keanu ran him down, honey.
Like I felt bad, because like truly, like Vince is coming from a deep place of insecurity, and it's no shade, you know, and it is seeping into the game to a point to where it's affecting his actions, you know, like he keeps bringing up like, I've done this in my entire life, you know, people have made me feel this way, I feel pushed over. And at first I thought that was a part of the game, but I think that's truly him, and it's really affecting how he plays. And I feel like it's not about it being pre-jury. I feel like even in jury, he's gonna make moves that someone else is dictating, because he is so passive. Like he keeps talking about how he allows people to run over him in real life, and he doesn't want it to happen here. But that's really what's happening. Like you're being strong-armed into making decisions that do not help you at all. Like you evicted Adrian, Zach went home, and then you evicted Rylie, and this week you're not putting up Rachel, yet you don't even want to work with this side of the house. It's just all insane. It's all insane.
Well, week 1, he targeted Kelley. His like ride or die final too. Like in some ways, he does remind me of like Quinn, and this is kind of like a compliment where like they both have like
no shade to Quinn.
No,
right? Quinn's watching right now, like
they have the toolbox. They have everything they need to succeed. They're good at comms. They're good socially. They know the game. But when it comes to like the decision making, they just get like lost in the sauce sometimes and just make these crazy decisions where it's like, literally, if you just did like America's vote for all of Vince's decisions, he probably is the front runner. But instead, Vince's vote, and we see how that works out.
And he don't know what the fuck to do. I feel like this is my thing. I'm less annoyed with well, I don't even think I care enough to be annoyed, but I'm less disappointed in the decisions that he's making rather than the processes that he's doing in order to get to the conclusion. Like, if you concluded you were going to put up Katherine, operate as if you were going to put up Katherine, and then make sure Rachel and them and the judges are locked in, and then make a final 3 and da 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 da. Like, all of that is fine. Even like if Mickey's your target, think about what you need to do to take Mickey out. Don't just nominate Mickey after she won a blockbuster when she can win a veto. And then are you going to have the votes next to Kelley? Like, think about what you're going to do in order to achieve it. I don't mind him targeting Mickey. That's fine. I think he should have backdoored Rachel. I would have. I'm a bad bitch. Like, I'm not going to go in there and not do it. But, but also, I could have respected him not doing it if he would have been like decisive, and he would have decided very quickly, I'm not doing it. And then Morgan, Lauren, let's make a final 3. Will, Morgan, me, and Ashley, we should be a final 4 to make sure Rachel isn't in it, because they had that they had like a conversation about that. Like, they had like a quick little chat, and they were like, low key, Rachel can't get to the end. And in my mind, I'm like, Vince, make that final 4. Don't put up Rachel right now. They're going to do it later. Do what you got to do to adjust it. But instead, the whole time you're going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You looking like Lauren. You get to the end of it, and now you put up Kat, and you didn't do no work. Now Rachel can target your ass. Bitch, you was going to nominate me. Child, I don't know. Yeah.
Vince and Lauren, nightmare final 2.
Oh, I hate them so bad.
I can't watch them talk game. Whenever they're 2 in the switch, turn off. I can watch something else. It's so frustrating watching both of them talk.
You know what's funny is Vince was so indecisive that when he was talking to Lauren seemed decisive.
Literally.
Lauren's like, this is what we should do. And I'm like, oh my God, go off, Lauren.
Literally, we saw a little bit of her this week. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah,
she has a plan.
Yeah, because she getting tired of the bullshit. She like, hold on. Especially because now that the house is like fully split, I think officially, it's like we now know who we need to go after. And because Vince is in the middle of both sides, it's like he has to placate Lauren and make it seem like, well, I'm just bullied into this, which I also do not think is good. You're letting Keanu, Katherine, Lauren, all these people know that you're spineless, that you cannot stand on your word. And now you have to rely on Rachel's alliance to keep you safe in the game. Like, that's very dangerous. Now, luckily, I do think he still has a few outs. You know, it doesn't seem like Katherine is too worried about him because she's so upset with Rachel and them. Keanu is never going to turn on a man.
Lauren wouldn't.
And Lauren is never going to turn on Vince. So, and then Morgan is also never going to turn on Vince. So I feel like he does have an in. He has a really close relationship with Will. So I don't think this was terrible for him. It's just more so, how is he going to get respect by a jury? Like, I can still see Vince in the end game because of the way he plays. But I'm like, are you going to have the respect factor? And who are you going to be sitting next to at this point? Because the judges seem like they're going to be the ones controlling the votes in the jury. And if you sit next to one of them, girl, you're not winning that, you know? So I'm like, I'm really, and the thing is, because he's so passive, I don't even think he's thinking that far. I think he's thinking, let's get to jury. And I feel like once in jury, he's still going to get strong-armed into doing whatever someone else's want. Like, because you don't even have anything to fall back on at this point. Like, if Keanu, Katherine, Kelley, or Lauren go next week, you're only going to have 3 people on that side, you know? And what I've noticed with Vince, every time he's talking game, it goes immediately to, how many people am I gonna piss off? And it's like, sometimes you have to piss people off. Like, you can't go based off, well, there's 5 people here and 3 people here, let me choose the 5 people. Like, sometimes you have to make the big move.
He's so scared of that, but he's also so concerned with like public perception. And he's like, oh my God, they think I'm stupid for not doing this. They think, like, he's so hard on himself. And we're hard on him. So yeah, like, he's right. You know, we're like, that's a dumb move.
I think what he's doing is like hedging, where he's like, guys, I understand I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not, the fact is not lost on me. And then he makes the idiotic move. So it's like, that doesn't do anything for you, Vince. It's Keanu. Like, Keanu would have this horrible opinion that Rachel needs to go right now. She's my biggest enemy, but I might be a dumbass, guys. Yeah. I might be a dumbass. It's possible. He doesn't think he's a dumbass. He thinks he's a genius. And this is the best move ever. And I feel like that's what Vince is doing, maybe a little bit more subconsciously.
Yeah. It's kind of worse, though, because it's like, you know, you're doing a bad move. So now I'm mad at you. Like, now I'm even more annoyed. But this entire time.
Quinn in the chat.
Shout out to Quinn Martin in the chat.
I'm way cooler than Vinny.
I'll give him
my
cooler.
God.
I'll give him cooler.
But I think it's funny though, Cory, because I feel like you were in a similar position in 25 where it's like you're working with Sari in this side and you were still building relationships on the other side to potentially, do a flip, which we got to in the season. Like, I feel like you as a player that kind of made that big shot when you would have pissed a lot of people off. How do you feel like you can do that in this type of game? Like, should you be considering the people that you make upset, even if it's something that could be beneficial? Because you could have made it far with Sari, but I feel like you were like, well, I'm not going to attach myself to that any longer.
Well, fortunately, I didn't know Sari and Jared were connected, so I didn't know how good that move was for me. Like, in my head, I could still work with so I didn't know that. So that moderates part of it. But just in general, like, when you're flipping on one part of the alliance, you have to make sure that alliance is not good for you long term. Yeah. Was Vince's group good for him long term? Not great, because everyone was kind of hovering around Rylie, but I still think it was workable with Keanu, and maybe he can still have Lauren, and there's a path. But now he's flipping to a side where at least I was at the top for one glorious week with Matt and Jag and Bowie and all these people. Vince with the judges, there's just no room for him there. Like, if he can swoop up like Mickey on the outskirts and try to build his own little group, maybe, but like he's not going to be jockeying for position with Rachel, Ashley, Morgan, Will. Like, they've been working together for weeks now. So I think for him, he shouldn't have flipped on Rylie, but once he did flip, at that point, just pick a side, and both of them are kind of bad.
Well, the judges is fake, right?
It's getting realer by the day.
How many is it? It's like
I
five
think it's getting
people,
realer.
But I'm like, the four of them are like really tight. We know that. And then there's Vinny, who I think.
And Ava's on the outside. Do they prefer Vince to Ava? I don't know. Some of them maybe. Yeah. And then there's still Mickey, who it's like, none of them like Mickey, but if they're taking one of them out first.
She seems like she's back in.
So
Morgan already saying she doesn't have to go next.
Yeah. So Mickey's wiggling back in as well. I'd even because I think we all come to the conclusion that you need to pick a side, and it kind of just goes back to being decisive and being active, because choosing this side, I don't feel like is the best. But after choosing the side, after doing the move, then you have to operate as if this is your end game. You just chose your end game. So then do that. Make a Final Four with Morgan. Make it something like he doesn't have anything other than Morgan really on this side, but Morgan is a powerful piece on this side. So although we're saying like it's bad, it is bad unless he makes it good. And it's like, bitch, be a good, like, if you're being the best player you can be, you can make this side work for you. Honestly, they would take Mickey. At least would gladly take out Rachel. I don't think it's that much of a problem. And at a point, you, Morgan, and Mickey had an alliance. Like, let's rebrand that. Let's talk about how Rachel has Ashley and Will under her wing. Do something. But we're gonna have to see with these next coming weeks if he's gonna do anything, or is he just gonna talk to Lauren in the corner and cry? Like, I just can't.
Well, Vince could be in a great spot, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, he screwed over every one of his allies 6 times over. What are they going to do? Target him? Like,
they still can't target him.
Side to deal with.
I feel like these games just bring out like your personality, like who you truly are, right?
Yeah.
And it was just kind of mopey and whiny and
very Eeyore. Why are you Eeyore?
Very literally, like, oh, I don't know. I don't remember what Eeyore says, but like, oh no, like that kind of vibe. That's just how you are. And preseason, you can say I'm going to be a weasel and a snake, and you can say whatever you want before you go in. But once you're in there, it's like, you're a pressure cooker, and Adrian. The real you comes out. Yeah, it's like Adrian, but that's just how he is, and that's how he's going to be playing, and he's never going to like switch it on. And I don't see him like making the big move. I think he's going to be targeted before.
Well, actually, I have a question for both of you, because we are very critical of Vince. I think rightfully so. Who do you feel confidently is a better player than Vince? Rachel, sure. Who else?
Confidently is a big word.
I think no confidence, but because of the actions we've seen with her this week, I would say Morgan.
Yeah, I've always felt like Morgan was top 3 player this season, even when she was doing bad. In the back of my mind, I was like, she's still better than a lot of people because of the activeness. Like, activeness really does good. And hot take, I wouldn't say better player than Vince, but Ashley is a very smart player. She's a smart player. So there's that. So Ashley, Morgan, Vince, Rachel. I'm interested in. Will is good in a social sense.
Yeah.
And then there's other. No one is. That's what pisses me off about this season.
Yeah.
Like no one has it all. Like no one. I'm not confident with anyone. I'm like, Ashley has good like game awareness. Will has good social game. Rachel has good decisiveness. Morgan is very active. But bitch, which one of them gonna win? It's probably like Keanu could win. Like,
don't say that. Don't say that.
No. With this season, you never know. But I'm like, oh my god, if I can sort of see, I can see anybody winning. Truly, well, except Kat, honestly.
Mickey,
but,
I don't see Mickey either. She's the
I
Kat,
think
Kelley,
it's
Mickey
easier
are the
to
people
who-
who I can't.
Yeah, I don't think Kat, Kelley, Mickey could win. Hopefully Lauren can. I don't like that girl. And hopefully Ava can. I like Lauren. I just don't like the way she plays. Unfortunately.
I'm just hoping Keanu, Kelley, and Kat don't win or make it.
And that's it.
I don't even want them a single digit at this point. Like, unfortunately, at least 2 of them are going to be in jury, maybe, depending.
Damn.
So it's like I'm over it.
well, pre-jury, we have another 2 weeks, right?
No, it's this week
Yeah.
and one more.
Yeah. Well, this one and
Yeah.
2 more. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
so it
that's
could be
good
Kelley
news
Kat.
because it's still a full house in there. There's too many
Mhm.
bad players. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be an interesting jury, too. I mean, it just depends. Like, if Rachel's in jury, I think she may have a lot of influence. But, like, if Mickey can somehow sneak her way in there, I'm like, how would she vote? Like, would she be a little petty? Like, she already mentioned she wouldn't vote Rachel in any circumstance type shit. And then, like, Kelley, she's a little weirdo. How is she going to vote? Yeah, Vince is so passive. Like, can someone else just control his vote? Is Lauren going to be like, I don't know at the stand? Like, I'm, like, trying to figure out what type of jury this would be. Like, it's going to be so chaotic.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a mess. I think it's gonna be like a 4-3, like something. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be unified
that
at
too.
all. Everyone's just gonna do whatever they want, whatever they feel that morning.
So embarrassing too, because these people have talked themselves up so much, not in terms of the game, but in terms of their ability as a juror.
Yeah.
They're so confident. Like, we need to make sure the right 7 people exactly are there.
Yeah.
And they're just gonna vote for like Keanu over Rachel.
They're
And
gonna
it's
vote
just
some
a
crazy
funny
shit.
ending.
This is gonna be a crazy ending. Like, I have no idea who could win because the jury could vote anyone. It could be someone who played a fun. It could be Rachel, and it could be fucking Kelley, and I could see them voting Kelley. Like, I don't want to see it, but I could see it, and it's like, damn, this is weird.
I can't see
But
that.
In my mind, Kelly's out this week.
well, not
That's
Kelley.
what I'm hoping. Yeah.
Kelly's going home. Kelly's
Well,
going home. Kat's
Kelly's
going
gone.
home next.
But I
So-
heard some of the updates today. Morgan, Will, and Ashley were talking, and they were like, maybe we should keep Kelley over Kat.
Crazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
Morgan, what are you doing?
Them
I saw the
M&Ms,
fluff
girl.
M&Ms. I'm like, no, don't do it.
I'm
Talking
so-
crazy to Ashley and Will in the room, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Honestly,
Hmm.
I'm kind of, this is maybe a hot take. I'm team Kat goes before Kelley because Kelly's not going to sneak back into the group. I think
That's
Kat
true.
could make a run to 6th or something.
Yeah.
Like, let's get both of them out. Lauren close behind that. I just want and honestly, Ava is in that category too for me. I'm
Ava
over
can
it.
go. She
Yeah.
could go now. I don't care.
Yeah.
There's 4. I don't care at that point. Whoever wins is going to be fun at the very least.
I do agree. Child, so Vince did all this back and forth about who he was nominating. Morgan stayed on that ass. She stayed on that arm. She stayed in that bed.
Yep.
However that may be, she did what she needed to do to make sure that Rachel was not the renom and that Kat was the renom. It seemed like Vince started telling people, like not telling people because he doesn't tell anything, but he started hinting very ever so slightly to Lauren. Well, it wouldn't be great if I put up Rachel because everyone's gonna be mad and Kat. He started to do all of that. He went to sleep. He woke up. He heard from Keanu. And this is my problem with Rachel. This is my one problem with
What do you
Rachel.
call him? Swamp ass?
Yes.
Oh my God. He heard from Keanu that Rachel told Keanu that Vince revealed that Keanu told on Rachel. Literally. She told Keanu all the tea that Vince told her. I don't know why she did that. She done did it again, y'all. She did it again today. Stop doing that. Damn it.
Stop talking to Keanu. Like, I
theory.
really do not understand why she wants to help this man so much. Ever since week 1, where she literally saved him from going home fucking first. I wish she never did that. He has not respected her or gave a fuck about her at all. Now, all of a sudden, he's like, well, maybe I can use veto on her and she can take me far and then someone else will take her out. Like, I guess he's leaning more towards her again today. But like, I can't do the wishy-washiness. Like, he is just so fucking delusional. And if this was fucking Brendan, he would have been loyal to Brendan. Like, it wouldn't have been no question, you know? And it's just so annoying that, like, Rachel has done so much for him in this game, and he refuses. And even like people like Morgan and Mickey have extended olive branches to this man, and he just refuses to be able to trust them. Like, he could have been in the center of the judges, but he refuses to want to work with any of them. Like, he's made them his enemies. Lauren and Kat don't even like him, and he's like, "No, we're all together, guys. We just have to win HOH." Like, girl.
Please.
It's so weird. He has like this final 6, right? These final 5 or 6 that he wants.
They keep leaving.
And they keep leaving. And he's like, come on, Vince. Like, you should have listened to me. And it's like,
what?
Like,
he doesn't like you.
Get a clue.
Well, so I think this is going to be another funny comparison. Someone's going to get annoyed about. Rachel and Keanu, in some ways, gives you and Blue to me.
I was literally going to say that.
So here's why.
I was going to defend Rachel. It literally came to mind too. Because I was like, sometimes you just get a vibe that you just click with someone, or that you should click with someone. And you know what I mean?
But the difference is, and the reason why, like, it's kind of a compliment in some ways, is like, America can't win BB25 without Blue working with her. In the same way, how does Rachel win this season without Keanu on the outside taking out some of these people who are like, yeah we can't take Rachel to the final 3. Like, she needs that extra path, but like at a certain point, maybe it's a better chance to just get rid of Keanu and then just try to
get rid of him.
So unreliable, but
my theory that why Rachel really likes Keanu is, this might sound crazy, and not all the stinky parts, but I think Rachel sees herself in Keanu. Honestly, like, I think she kind of sees like young Rachel in Keanu, in the sense of like, he's a very active person. He's very, very active. He's very dedicated to what he thinks. He's stubborn. And then he's also like this hot nerd. And you know, her whole thing in BB12 was, I'm a biologist with big titties, and I'm a Vegas girl, and and I love chemistry, and I love science. And Brendan, oh my God, your mind, like, you're so smart. Like, I think it just gives her and Brendan in her mind. She's like, I can relate to him because he's like this nerdy fucking geek guy who's also big and buff and hot. Like, he's like me and Brendan, like, we're hot geeks. He's a hot geek. Like, I just feel like, and she's a Libra and I'm a Libra, I know how Libras be thinking. Like, I'm like, this is it. Like, this is exactly what it is. It's giving like
different type of Libra.
Yeah, he is. He's on
the he's Virgo Libra cusp. Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God. No, Cory, I can see the Libra tendencies in Cory when you get down and dirty up in there. Like, only a Libra would flip on Sari. And I'll just leave it at that.
Involved. Yeah, he's on it.
Period.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Libra in him.
That's my theory on that. And that got her caught up a little bit, but she saved it right before the veto ceremony. She had that long conversation. She made sure Keanu's ass stayed outside the door as she talked to what's that man's name? Vince, and basically re-scared his ass into not nominating her. But she ate them.
That was really the big difference that we keep seeing with this side of the game. That's why I wish they would just accept Mickey back in, because they truly could all go to the end of this game together. Like, they go to work, like on Lauren's HOH, on the Morgan versus Rylie vote and things like that. They are actively working to push their agenda, even if it's something crazy like Jimmy going home. They're pushing their agenda, and you can get things done by doing that alone. You could be a terrible player, and still, if you're pushing your agenda, you can go far. Like, I remember, what was it, BB3? Was it the Josh dude? Very chaotic player. And he was one of the more active people in that cast, so he was able to last a little bit longer because people were just doing what he says. Like, you just have to do something. And people like Lauren, Kat, Rylie, they are not doing shit.
Zach and Rylie, the reason they went home is because of the lack of active gameplay. Like, you have to be an active player. You have to actively fight for yourself, your spot in this game. So although Zach was so liked, he still went home. He's not active. Same with Rylie. He still went home. He's not active. And that's why I'm going to have some hot takes on some of these ratings, but I'm going to leave that there. But,
no, and it works too, like being so active, because some of these players, I'm talking like Lauren and Vince, do like this intimidation does work, right? Or them pushing their agenda does work on them, and they're like, wait, somebody's going to be upset with me if I don't do what they say. I think they're the first two that come to mind that have been in power. That these tactics have worked on.
So I don't know if Quinn's still in the chat, but I'm like established as the ¡1 BB26 hater. Like, I just really I did not jive with that season at all, but it
I
shows.
saw you say that on Twitch. Why did you? I don't get it. I don't get it. I remember you said it wasn't a lot of game. It wasn't a lot of gameplay or something like that.
I don't like the singing. I can't stand the singing and the clapping and the cheering and the kumbaya shit. I get on the feeds and I'm like,
turn on the feeds. Then you turn off the feeds for 26. That's the experience of watching.
The 26 feeds were
or like I see Chelsea speak in a room. I'd wait until the feeds go somewhere else. I'm like, okay, that's all the game talk for today.
Yeah. Oh my god. And I will give you that. I will say that.
For 27, I turn off the TV because they get overwhelmed.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Bitch, the amount of times I was like, I just gotta go to bed. Like, I just gotta go to bed. I just gotta go to bed.
Same thing from different angles, different perspectives, 20 different times. It's so funny.
No, that's real.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the plays in the game. Let's see what's going on here.
Oh boy.
So we have the judges on the left. Mickey and Ava are slightly leaning judges. Well, Ava's definitely leaning. Ava's here.
Yeah.
Mickey damn near there too, honestly. The only thing she's keeping over here is for some reason Mickey's still trying to work with Kat. Kat don't like you, ho. Oh, she not a ho. Kat don't like you, girl. Like, I need you to stop. Like, I need you to really like lock in and realize that because she's trying. Mickey still has this theory. It's like it feels. I don't know who Mickey is. Who is Mickey? Mickey is Regina George after Katie already ruined her life and she doesn't know her life is ruined. That little 10-minute period in that movie where like she doesn't know her life is ruined. That's Mickey. Like she still thinks she has her army of skanks. She still thinks she has Aaron Samuels. She still thinks like, girl, no, you're out of here. Like I cannot. And that's how she's operating. So that's why I can't fully put her on the judges because they're annoyed with her still a little bit.
They still don't like her.
Always talking to Kat. Why are you talking to Katherine? So she's kind of on this side, but y'all,
in her mind, they're all gonna hang out after the show, right? Like Katherine and Mickey and Rylie gonna go on.
She's gonna go to the rodeo.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if Katherine and Rylie will be hanging out after.
I don't know if the Bulls are gonna want to associate with Rylie.
Yeah,
literally.
But I saw like Will talking today, like, "Oh yeah, Katherine, I'm gonna hit you up." No, he's not.
No.
Like, they're like North Carolina, South Carolina area. I'm like, well, that's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
I truly think this. Oh, what were you gonna say?
I should say what's messing with Mickey's head, I think, partially is she's one of the most like peculiar comp beasts of all time, where she like won a power because she found like, something in the dark, won a roulette blockbuster, and then won like 10 coin tosses in this last veto.
Yes,
and adding up. But I think she's starting to think like, yeah, I'm the front runner.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running shit.
You've been nominated twice in a row, baby. Please.
I truly think this house is not going to fuck with each other after the season, though. I do not think so. I would be shocked because honestly, none of them mesh necessarily. Like I can see like Ashley and Rachel staying close. Mm-hmm. Maybe Ashley and Mickey because they have like this sister relationship. I don't know. Maybe Will and Mickey, Will and Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
But like friendships, I'm not seeing it. But we'll see.
I think a group of people will stay close, and I think it's kind of like I don't know about close, but I think a group of people will associate with each other. Like Jimmy and Rachel, I think are going to be friends. Jimmy and Rachel are going to be friends. I think outside of the game, I think Ashley could definitely still be friends with them. And for some reason, because Morgan, Vince, and Zach are all around the same age, I could see them still kind of being cool with Ashley. Jimmy's in that chat with Zach. I could see kind of, but not like some of these seasons. Some of these seasons, everybody's friends still. Everyone's cool. There's still a BB23 chat, whatever the seasons. But here,
25 chat
dead
for years.
Oh no! Y'all better talk to Bowie Jane and them. Y'all better And then on the right, we got that's the group. Child, is it really a group? It's kind of that's the people over there.
Keanu wants it to be. That's his
what Keanu wants it to be, honestly. Kelley or Katherine are extremely likely going home. One of them are going home. They're probably both going home. It's really not even sides anymore. It's just the judges and other.
But that's what I was going to say. You remember when we were so scared because everybody and their mama was on this side? It was Vince, Zach, Rylie, Adrian at one point. It was a lot.
It was a lot of bitches.
So scared. And look how far we've come, y'all. Look how far we've come.
We're so close. We're so close.
I know. A month left. It's only a month left. That's so crazy.
It feels like we're due for a Keanu HOH is the thing.
I literally kind of saw. I felt that though. I literally
don't
felt
say
that.
Please don't say that.
That would be a lot. But here we are. I do feel like we can kind of keep an eye on the fact. Keep an eye out on the fact that that's the group that's going to go home. Like, I feel like Kat is likely going home. If one of these 8 people don't win the next HOH, that would be the only situation where Kelley doesn't go home next, probably. I think Lauren's probably going to start seeing her ass on the block. Like, I think this little section of people are going to be eradicated, and it's going to be a new kind of shift within the judges. Who in the judges is going to gravitate towards who, and who needs to go next, as I feel like what's going to happen, you know?
Really? I just feel like it's going to be the opposite. It always happens, right? Right? Like, we have it so good right now. The comp outcomes have been great. And then, I don't know. I feel like I think it always happens.
Well, here's the thing. You can't convince me Lauren's not making Final 6. I don't know how.
I think Lauren's making Final 6.
Path is. She'll get there. And if not her, Katherine. Like
6 or 7. It's
just how
I agree.
It's how it works.
I think even if Kat and Kelley go next, there will be a shift naturally within the judges of like, Mickey is now randomly beefing with Rachel again, and now Mickey has to go, or now Rachel's randomly getting backdoored and targeted. You know, someone just pissed someone off, and Morgan's mad at Ashley. Like, the judges isn't cohesive enough. I'm
telling you, you didn't mention Will. Will's gonna be in those
final.
Will is
winning.
I see it.
Will is winning the game for sure. I see it. I see it
too.
But I just hope before they start eating each other up to get out Kelley, Katherine, and Keanu first. I need Kelley, Katherine, and Keanu out of here, out of my villa ASAP, and then we can play.
I know that's right. Child, let's rate the players. I know that's right. Woo! This might look like a lot. last week is on the top.
Is it a 1 to 5 scale or what?
It is. We give zeros. It goes 0 to 10. You can give a 0.5 if you would like. This week, of course, Rylie got evicted last. We give overall ratings if we want, or we could opt out. AmeriCory. Look, AmeriCory as a unit is how we have it here. AmeriCory as a unit.
That's fine.
How do we feel?
Yeah, we're not coming to an agreement. We're
gonna have to average it out every time. Let me get my calculator. Okay, wait. How do y'all feel about Rylie as an overall player? I guess you could say.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. No, he's a super interesting. He's a 1. What do you mean?
I know that's right.
He's terrible. I don't know why he looked like he had a path to winning this season. He's terrible. The only thing going for him, the only thing is that he's able to pretend to people's face who he hates that he likes them. That's a good skill. It's very Matt Klotz of him. It's a talent. He also sucks. So like 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah. People just ate it up for some reason, but yeah, he wasn't very good. So I'll agree. Yeah, we'll do that.
And I agree with the 1. My main reason is I do feel like socially he had this weird aura, but a part of the reason he went home is because he was damn near begging Lauren to use the veto when she shouldn't have. Not only was he not good strategically, he was actively bad. Like, he actively helped himself go home. And I felt the same way similarly about Zach. I was like, I thought about them as like 5s because of the social, essence, but them going home so early because of their own mistakes over and over again. It's like, I can't give you 10s for that. He didn't really push to save Adrian and Zay and all of them as he should have. He was leaving alliance meetings when he should have been in there. Maybe he's not that girl. It's a 1, and that's generous. 1 for the 1 comp he won. Lee,
and I don't know any of them. No, I don't. Like, they left and they made no noise. I was like, oh, the season's the same.
No, like, honestly, I thought it would be like a huge impact, but it's like, thank God we don't have to think about that no more. And I really I've been watching Big Brother for a while, and when I tell you, I hate that archetype so much. I hate the archetype where they just can go in there, everyone will love them, it's fine, they can do whatever they want. And he lost. That was my second part of it. I love when those archetypes get humbled. I love when it's like, you didn't really do much, and then you lost. And I feel like that's kind of what they were doing, because it's really a lot of how people feel about you. It's how you're perceived by other people, and they're kind of able to kind of take that privilege and go far. And that's how it is in life too, which is why it works in Big Brother, unfortunately. But I just hate it. And he was never a good player, so I'm happy that he goes home pre-jury to like really show it. And I agree with the 1.
Mm-hmm.
Child, we're in the game now. Within the game, we're thinking about their position currently, their equity to win. Y'all know the T shit. Mickey is first. Last week I gave Mickey a 0. I think the week before I gave Mickey a 0 as well. I still don't feel great about Mickey, but the girl can win comps apparently, accidentally. However she wins them, she wins them. It really doesn't matter at this point. She wins comps. So she can't be a 0 anymore for me. She was the target this week though. That's not good. She doesn't know she was the target this week. That's not good. She's spending a lot of time with like Kat for some reason instead of the people she needs to get back in their good graces. That's not necessarily good. I think even if we make it 2 or so weeks later, I think she will then be the target again. If she's just not just the target next week, that's not good. She could still get nominated by a lot of people. That's not good. Damn, what am I giving her again? I think, wow, for the comp win, I think I will give, I still don't feel good about her at all. 1.5. I didn't think it was going to be that low, but it is. Lee?
Yeah, with Mickey, it's unfortunate because she did a lot of good work in helping make sure that Rachel is not the renom as well. Like she clocked in for her shift with Vince and she was really pushing hard for like a Katherine renom and things like that. It sucks because I don't think there's much that she can do to like earn back their trust, even though she is still working for them. However, Morgan did say to Vince that she does not feel like Mickey is a target for them next week. One of Katherine, Keanu, Kelley, even Lauren needs to go. And Vince, of course, he probably feels some type of way about that, but he ain't gonna do nothing about it. And I also feel like Will and Ashley, they would not necessarily be too keen to send home Mickey either over Katherine, Kelley, Keanu. So I do think that she still has a path if that side can win HOH, because if it's Morgan, Will, or Ashley, they're not nominating Mickey. They would not nominate Mickey. I don't believe so. Maybe as like a pawn, like on a Morgan HOH, but I don't see Will and Ashley doing that at all. So I think she still has a chance to at least get to jury, and she can win comps now. And we're getting, it's less and less people. So it's like her winning comps around this area. I'm like, is she going to keep this going? I don't know. I don't feel the best about her, but I'll give her a 3 overall.
Whoa.
Whoa.
No, I'm like, whoa. That was my instinct too.
You got a new winner pick, Lee? Like,
it's sad when 3 is considered a whoa in this season.
Oh my god.
Almost as good as that. Like,
well, my instinct was 3 too. What were you gonna say?
Okay, so I'll do my little Mickey spiel. There's so many people's games who would like skyrocket if they scooped up Mickey. But Mickey makes herself so unscoopable in every turn. Like she's just she has to be the leader, but she never knows what she's supposed to do. And while like Rachel was a house pariah, she got over it. Morgan house pariah, she got over it. Ashley, week 1, she got over it. Mickey's still a house pariah 4 weeks after her HOH. So like she's really bad socially. She's terrible strategically. Her comp wins, I'd rather her have them than not have them, but it's not like what she's won makes me think she's going to win a ton more in the future. And is she like the biggest jury goat after Kelley? Like, look, she might have, her position is better this week than last week because there's one less house guest. Outside of that.
I'm thinking this is around the time when MJ started kicking it up a notch and like winning all these comps. I'm like, this could be.
MJ's like 6'7", college athlete. Like,
I don't know. I was like, it seemed this week like she was able to get back in with this group and she's like faking it a lot. I don't know what she's truly thinking because she is also hanging out with Kat, thinking that she's also with her. I don't think Kat trusts her at all, right? But
so you want to do number on 3?
Well, I already said 3.
You said a 3. I'm saying a 1. Like
we'll do 2.
Oh,
so
2.
2. There you go.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Y'all feeling her. Y'all feeling Mickey. I'm
a Mick fan. I'll admit.
I know that's right. Next is Kelley. Lee, any thoughts or just prayers?
Not even prayers. I'm not wasting my prayer on Kelley.
Oh my god.
No, it's just like I'm just sick of Kelley. I just can't. You see those people and it's just like I would not like her in person. Like I genuinely feel like that's not someone who I could be around for long periods of time. But also in the game, she's just really a non-factor. Like the information she spreads doesn't really matter. No one really takes her seriously. Like the people who are even working with her don't necessarily listen to what she has to say. Like she's just there. And there's a possibility that she could stay this week, but that's not really her doing. It's more so because they dislike Kat more than they dislike Kelley. So it's just like she's still here, and like you would want to say it's for a reason, but like I truly just think it's because people are worried about other things, and she's just like a non-factor. Like it would. I just hate the fact that like, is there like a storyline of her being in the end game and potentially having people like, oh, feel sorry for her? I don't necessarily think so with this cast, but at the same time, I just feel like, girl, why are you still here? Like, for what reason is she still in the game? Like, there has to be for a reason. And I'm like, what is that for, child? But overall, in the game, I've been giving her a 2. I don't really see a reason to change that. Give her a 1.5.
Oh, y'all generous. AmeriCory,
Yeah.
Damn, 1.5.
I'm a 0.
I'm a 0.
Mine's a straight up 0. I'm sorry. Kelley just makes herself so unlikable and like so unrootable, you know? And this is why I hate the BB blockbuster. It's like she should have been gone a long time ago. She is a non-factor, like Kelley. Like
I do agree.
She's just so irrelevant. Nobody takes her seriously. She went crying upstairs a couple nights ago because Rachel didn't hug her. And everybody laughed, you know? They're
Nobody
like, what? You're crying about
Nobody
this?
moved.
Nobody moved. Literally, it was like, what is she crying about now? She did it to herself. She instigated. That was her label. That was her thing. She came in saying...
She barely even instigated, to be honest.
No, but in her mind, she did. In her mind, she's caused so much havoc and, you know, when she really hasn't done anything. And now it's, you know, come back to bite her.
My one piece of sympathy, and it's not even really for Kelley herself, just kind of my observation, is if she was a guy, she could be AFP and people, the casuals would love her. Like this archetype. This doesn't work in the Kelley archetype for a myriad of reasons we could write a lot of essays about. But like, I think that like Kelley's not so different from other players we've seen in the past.
Yeah.
So,
she's truly like a woman Keanu in a way, and people love Keanu. I don't like Keanu either, though. So.
Like, what if Tucker had no impact on the game and talked even more shit? You know what I mean? Like,
literally. So, 0. Oh, I gotta give her a score. Y'all said 0, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful. She could go home this week. If she doesn't go home this week, she could go home next week, and so on and so forth. I don't see her winning in the final 2 either. She's not really a factor in the game at all. Vince doesn't even like her ass. Does Keanu even like her that much? Kat and Lauren got to do what they got to do. Like, no one really likes her. But she could win the blockbuster, and that would be the reason she stayed. So I'm gonna give her that 1 comp win. I'm gonna give her 1 for that 1 comp win. We can move forward.
Whoa.
I know y'all good. Morgan is next. AmeriCory. How y'all feel about Morgan?
You love Morgan.
I love Morgan. Is this gonna be crazy? Off the charts. I think a 7.
I know. Yeah. Well, Cory, what you think?
Okay, so I need Morgan to win 1 veto for me to really feel like she could win the game, because she should be better at a lot of these people than comp, or better than
giving Cam, girl. It's giving Cam.
It really is. And like, if she could just beat like Will and Ava and Ashley in these things, she probably wins the season. So like, I think a 7 is as low as I would go, but like, she's the one playing the middle at this point. Like, because ultimately, if the judges break down into like, Ashley's over here, Vince is doing his own thing, Rachel's doing her own thing, Morgan's the one with everybody. So like, I would go probably an 8. I think she's the best position in the game right now.
And Kat and Lauren don't target her either, or don't put her up.
The thing is,
they
Morgan,
have other people to, you know.
She is self-destructive though. Like, she's capable of tanking her position next week. But for right now, I think 8, 7. So
7.5.
7.5. I was thinking the 8. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the combo, the 1-2 punch of her surviving a vote next to Rylie was like, ooh, That was kind of cunty. And then running this man's HOH is even cuntier. Like these were quite literally damn near her nominations. Like it was very, very crazy how influential she is over Vince. And then I also agree with her being in the middle in a way. And also she's good at being an active player. Like she at one point was the closest to Rachel, and then at one point she was the closest. Like right now, her and Ashley are really close for some reason. Like she's getting really close to Ashley and Will. It's like they're more so a trio. Like Ashley, Will, and Morgan have talked all week as like this three kind of situation, but then she has Vince and Lauren. Went to Vince, it was like, I want to final three with Morgan. And although Lauren is disappointed by Morgan a lot, I think Lauren still is going to think that's her path, is the final three with Vince and Morgan. So it's like, I think Lauren will protect her, whatever that means for Lauren. I just don't think she'll nominate her. So I think she has a great path moving forward, and I think she had the most influence on this week. She 1000% is the reason Rylie and Katherine went home. She took 2 bitches out in 2 weeks within 7 days. Like she's eating this up. I'm sorry. Lee, thoughts?
Yeah, and it's because of her connection to Vince. Like, it's so crazy how so many of us was like, oh my gosh, she's up Vince and Zach's ass. Like, I want her to be
I've never had a problem
removed from them. But a lot of people did. And I was like, I too was like, okay, you're doing a lot. Like, I always feel like Morgan was self-interested, but I'm like, you're doing a lot to like keep them necessary. I feel like she was going to choose them over kind of her own structure, which was that side, which is the now judges. But she never really did that. And because of Vince, she was able to stay in the game. Like it was Vince's vote that kept her. And then he won HOH, and then she controlled his HOH. Very, very good. And I also love that she's building her connections again with the judges, making this alliance and really pushing her agenda. Like I thought this was a really fabulous week for Morgan. And I think she's set up to go far in this game. Like she has the judges. She has Vince. Vince can protect her with Lauren. Keanu was talking about putting her up, but Keanu isn't going to get her out, especially with people like Ashley, who people kind of don't like, and people like Rachel, who is a big target. Like, I think Morgan is set up around a lot of big targets. She has a lot of influence and a lot of control. I think it's an 8 as well.
That's nasty.
I've seen this a lot too, this comparison. She's very like Vanessa Russo coded.
Yes, I've been saying that.
So, like pushy and just so active and like in your face with what she wants to do.
I wish she got to play with Suri and Izzy.
Oh, I don't.
You know that.
I don't.
You know that bathroom pic where they're all meeting of the minds. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think Angela from last season, somebody photoshopped her in there. You gotta add Morgan in there as well.
Somebody need to.
Next is Keanu. Oop. I have a hot take, and y'all are gonna be mad at me. But I know how to pitch it. I know how I'm gonna pitch it.
Let's see.
My thought process is Rachel Rylie will continue to protect Keanu. Yeah. Because of that, I think I see Keanu's game a little bit better because Vince is protecting Keanu and he's a very powerful player in certain instances. And I think Rachel will continue to protect Keanu. And I believe the reason both of them will protect him is because of himself. I think because Keanu is so active, he is causing them to feel like there's a reason to do anything with them. Kelley doesn't talk to anyone. She's left out of everything. Kat doesn't talk to anyone. She's left out of everything. Lauren doesn't talk to anyone. She's left. The reason Rachel and Keanu still has a relationship is because Keanu will talk to Rachel every single day. Keanu will talk to Vince every single day. Vince didn't give a fuck about putting up Kelley and Kat, but he said, I'm not putting up Keanu. And that's because Keanu consistently talks to this man. He's such an active player. Now, all of that said, 3.5. No, I just feel like
you're just yapping. You're just talking.
No, I just feel like he has a pathway. Unfortunately, for some people, I don't mind him that much, honestly. But I feel like he has a pathway to not going home next, and that's the pathway. Lee, thoughts?
I mean, I hear what you're saying. I don't necessarily think it's going to take him that far because he really is self-destructive and he does still have enemies and people like Will, Ashley, Ava would put him up. I think Lauren would even still put his ass up. Like some people would still put him up. And if he is ever a final nominee, I just feel like, why would they not send him home? Like,
Rachel going to say, we have to save Keanu.
I don't think
we have to do it, guys.
I don't know.
I think she would actually.
I don't see after this week. Depending on what happens, I don't see after this week she would still be defending him like that, especially with the people who are still in the game, you know? Like if Keanu is nominated, it's just like this is a big target. He's coming after y'all. He can win comps. Like, it's a lot that would send him home. And I just feel like the way he plays, he's never going to be able to solidify himself for an end game. Like, I don't see him being able to comp out and go all the way to the end, with the competitions being different. I don't see him being able to cultivate a relationship other than with Rachel barely in Vince. Like, Vince and Rachel will choose multiple people over Keanu. So it may keep him safe like a few weeks, but I don't see it being like a long-term thing for him. At least I'm hoping it's not. But overall, like, this week was just terrible. Like, at the end of the day, he's choosing the wrong people to work with. He is still trusting people who have played in his face several times. He has openly admitted that himself. And he is always just, I feel like, doing things that is not furthering his game. It's always just so like stagnant the way he thinks. He's not movable at all, and I just don't like that. And who's going home? One of Kelley is going home, which isn't the best for him either, so I'm gonna give him the 2.
Real.
I actually tend to agree more with Pharaoh on this one, which
child the Libra.
Not the Libra. Yes, Cory, we see each other. We good.
The Libra, yeah, no. So I just think with Keanu, first of all, this is Big Brother 25. We're at the final 11. I think he gets like a 9. Like, competition-wise, he's head and shoulders above everyone else. And, like, the comps have been pretty equitable. But every, like, normal veto he's played in, he's won. And we're getting pretty close to no backdooring people at that point. So, like,
no third nom either.
He could bail himself out a lot of times. And, like, no, he has terrible relationships. But he has the 2 ones that matter. Because Vince and Rachel are going to protect him. Vince should protect him. Rachel shouldn't. She still will. And, like, I kind of disagree. I don't think Lauren puts him up. I don't think Kelley does. If Katherine stays, she's not going to do it. Like, in a weird way, he has a majority of HOH outcomes where he's probably fine, and they're the more likely HOH outcomes than like a Will HOH or an Ashley. So it's weird to say, and maybe jury-wise he'd be in trouble, but if a guy like Keanu makes it to the final 2, that's a story. Like, he did some crazy stuff to get there. So all that to say, 1. No, I don't know. I think I think a 4 is as high as 3.5 sounds right to me.
Okay, I was gonna say 2. I just think he's so bad. He's so delusional.
Period.
There will be people that put him up as a pawn. Like, he's so expendable to so many people that it doesn't. I don't know.
Well,
I don't see him mattering.
Does it matter what he does strategically?
I mean, at this point, no.
Yes, like, it's, he's going to have his people. He's going to have his enemies.
He doesn't have people, though. That's the problem. Like, his people, like you said, maybe Vince, who can't play HOH next week. Maybe Rachel, we don't know how she feels about him now. Like, she doesn't, I don't know.
What about the other group? The Katherines of the world.
But they're not super tight with him either.
Yeah.
He's just sort of there. He's sort of like a slightly better Kelley, right? Because he tries more to talk to people and have conversations. But that's I don't know. He's sort of just floating. Anyway, so what are we gonna say? 3? 4
or 3.5 and a 2.
We'll do it 3.
I think 3 is fine.
Yeah.
I know that's right. Ciao. Who we got next?
Kind of funny.
Ashley is next. Oh, Lee. How do you feel about Ashley?
Yeah. My sister, I really love to see Ashley's progression over the next few weeks. That's why I'm really hoping that one of the judges' side of the game can go ahead and win this last week pre-jury, because I would love to see someone like Ashley in jury representing the season, because she's just really had such good reads on how people are aligned with each other and who prioritizes who and things like that. Like, I feel like as far as the judges is concerned, a lot of her logic went into this being into fruition, because a lot of the things that she was saying as far as who's aligned with who on the other side, it was, leading to the kind of like the division. Like, she already saw the division in a way. And I feel like it took a while for the other people to kind of really get it. And it was Rachel putting up Rylie that fully solidified it. But Ashley had already knew the tea, which is why she was like, Rachel, you should be making up with Mickey. You should be making up with Morgan, because we should not be taking out each other. And look how much work, including Mickey, that they've done over the last 2 weeks together. Like, they voted together. They ran Vincent's HOH together. Like, this group should not be fighting the way that they are. And I think Ashley was the only person who understood that. And I really love that she's included in the judges. She helped form this alliance. It kept her safe on this HOH. She has so many good connections within the judges. She still has Mickey, who's on the outside. Ava on the outside would not touch her. Now, Keanu, Kat, and Lauren are, wait, who?
Ava does not like that girl.
Ava doesn't like Ashley, but Ava is gonna consult with the judges, and I don't think they're gonna. It depends though, because Ava is cool with Katherine and Lauren now.
She loves them.
Yeah, she may touch the Blake on the Ava HOH, but that's kind of my biggest fear with Ashley. Ava, Lauren, Katherine, Keanu, those people would nominate her, and she still is someone, if she's a final nominee, that could go home, and that's my biggest concern. But I do feel like this was such a good week for her and her alliance and the work that they put in. I'm going to give her the 6.
I know that's right. Uh-oh. AmeriCory, how are we feeling?
Ashley, Kirby, Russo, Geesley.
Period.
Have you seen that picture, babe? It's it's Will, and then it slowly morphs into Ashley. It's my favorite. I love her so much. She's so funny. She's just plays up this ditzy role, but she's so locked in, and she's really pushy, and she's kind of annoying at times. And I'm like, oh, Ashley, no, you're annoying Vince. It's so late, and you're still talking about this, but it works somehow. She pushes her agenda, and it's stuff that solely benefits her. Yeah. We saw her last week. No, we got to keep Mickey. She's a very self-interested player, and it's really fun to watch. So I'm really rooting for her. In my head, I would say she's a 5. Just because there are so many people on the other side that immediately target her, immediately put her up if they get the chance, just because they don't, really like her. But I think a 5.
I think Ashley does a really good job of keeping it pretty simple. When the game was a lot more complicated, I was not very high on Ashley's strategic ability. But now that we're in a 2-sided house, she's one of the only people who's smart enough to just be yeah, I'm going to target the people, this is crazy, on the other side. And that's all she has to do to be a top 3-4 player in this house. I think what worries me about Ashley is and I keep bringing it up, but we're getting later in the game. Comps matter more. She won that week 1 veto. We really haven't seen much since. And
that was a good veto, though.
It was a good veto.
That wasn't a crapshoot veto. That was, you have to go and memorize stuff. And
if she can win comps, she's got a real path to win. It's just she, I think, is very likely to be the first person gone from that side. If she's up against Morgan, if you even consider Mickey on that side, maybe Mickey goes first, maybe Ava. But Ashley could get 10th. She could win. She's got one of the biggest ranges of outcome of anyone here. All that said, you said 5?
I said a 5.
I think a 5. We also, can she get jury votes? People like her more? Do they respect her more than week 1, but not more than other people?
I think she'd be able to articulate herself
better than a lot. But
I think she can articulate herself. She's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Does it matter? I feel we always say oh, Lauren's not going to be able to explain her game, but
Babe,
who cares?
With this cast, I think the speeches will sway people. I think their answers will sway.
I do agree with that.
Rachel's going to do the Survivor and walk around the jury and try to push everyone to vote for somebody.
That's another thing I was going to say. In the jury, I think naturally, if no one got influenced, she might not eat it up, but with Rachel there, we have to vote Ashley. Yeah, we have to vote Ashley. We can't do it. Whatever she's gonna do.
Table is gonna eat. It's gonna be.
Oh, it is.
I'm excited. We need the extended preview of that one.
We doing the 5? I know that's right. Now I'm finna come over here and start talking crazy. Ashley's eating it up. This is our winner. And let me tell you why. She was the first person who said, "Will, we need to just make an alliance and include Vince in it." Already eats the Boost house down, right? That alone, she is the epitome of this week. This week doesn't happen without Ashley. I said it. If Ashley didn't start pushing this random alliance, it felt random in the time. Well, it didn't feel random. It felt necessary, but it felt damn, this came out of nowhere. She pushed that. She helped made it happen. She helped create it. She also continuously pushed Vince throughout the week. This was amazing for her. And I'd also argue, she had the least connections with the Rylies and the Cats and the Malls. In ways, Rachel did have a mom with Rylie and Kat. That was kind of better for Ashley for Rylie and Kat to go. There's a lot of things of these last 2 weeks that really, 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 really benefited Ashley specifically. Mickey low-key winning this veto, great for Ashley's game, because Mickey thinks Ashley's her minion. She said, "Oh, my minion over there." Ooh, Ashley. She very much so thinks that's her minion. Her relationship with Morgan is very good now. Of the judges, I think Morgan is closest to Vince and Ashley. I think Mickey is closest to Ashley and Will. I think Will is closest to Ashley and Ava. You know, like so many people. Rachel, I think, is closest to Ashley and like Will. Like so many people are closest to Ashley. Like if this alliance can succeed, it's giving final 3. Like it's giving she's in the final 3. I think the only issue is if they're nominated, she can go home. And there's a lot of people who might nominate her, and that's where it's like, but child, I think I'm gonna give her the 6.5. Like, I think I'm kind of feeling it. Like,
nah, she deserves it.
This gonna be her high score, so I gotta give it to her now. Like, I don't know.
I'm like, let me give them a 10.
Next we have, I don't even know who this is. Kat.
Like
AmeriCory.
No.
Thoughts on Kat or just prayers?
Like, I legitimately think Kat could still make it to the final 6. I don't think she can win. I think that's basically 0 at this point. Like, I don't think she's destined to go home right now or anytime soon. It's just like, what's the point? Like,
need to be.
She doesn't want. This idea. Rylie leaves. Kat's gonna turn it on. Nope, that didn't happen. She almost turned it off this week. Like,
literally.
I think she's better than Kelley. I give Kelley a 0, so that's a good place to start. Is she better than my 2 for Mickey? I think that's about her spot. I think a 2 feels good to me.
A 2. I guess me too. Did they solidify anything with Ava, her and Lauren? Was that like a thing? I think.
Girl, they didn't do that. I don't think they solidified anything. I think they might have chatted.
Yeah, can't trust anything online anymore unless you see it for yourself on the feeds. Whenever somebody says something crazy on like Twitter or Blue Sky, they're like, "Oh my god, I just heard this." I'm like, "Where's the clip?"
Right.
Unless there's a clip, people just make shit up. I would say a 1. She didn't do anything. She hasn't done anything. I don't see her getting close to anybody else other than Lauren. What's that going to do for her? Nothing. You said final 7. I see her leaving next week. I mean, it could be this week, next week. It's very soon.
Yeah.
Especially with her holding onto the wall for so long. People are going to be like, oh, she's strong. She's a competitor.
And she won that one veto or whatever.
It was kind of a goofy veto though, right?
Yeah, it was a shuffleboard, but still. People.
Yeah. I'm not gagging. She didn't do herself any favors this week. She didn't take the deal on the wall. She tried to, I guess, talk to Vince for 2 minutes, and then she complained about it only being 2 minutes. Girl, stay up in the HOH room. You know, do what you got to do. She saw Morgan up there all week. She know Morgan don't fuck with her. She should have did something. She didn't do nothing. Honestly, even if she does stay, her allies suck. Lauren sucks. Lauren didn't really argue for her that much well at all. Like, Lauren barely put up a fight for her girl. Keanu don't give a fuck about her that much. Keanu put up the biggest fight, and she doesn't even like him. You know what I mean? It's like, girl, you're not even prioritizing her. Mickey put up a big ass fight. She doesn't even like her. It's like the allies you should be prioritizing, you don't even like them that much. You like the ones who don't give a fuck about you. So that's not good either. Like, I see her going home this week. Hopefully it's this week. In Jesus' name, I pray. So I'm going to give her a 1. Lee?
Yeah, I was torn between like a 2 and a 1.5. I think I'm going to give her the 1.5 mainly because like they're considering sending her home now. Like there's a big possibility that she could go depending on what happen these next few days. And she's not really doing much to like get herself out of that. She's not conversing with the other side. In fact, she's trash talking them now because she's so upset and mad. And it's like, I get it. Be mad, be upset, you know, but you still gotta play the game. You know, you can't just be upset and not go talk to them. Like what I love about Rachel is she'll go off on somebody and then still try to smile on their face and have regular everyday conversations. Like you can't just be sitting mad and sulking in the corner, you know, because if they were to continue winning, you still want to try to stay in the game. You know what I mean? So I just hate how so many people in this season, they kind of choose a POV or a side and they just stick with it. They can't have any other allies. They can't talk to anyone else. They can't make any other moves. It's just so stagnant. So yeah. She's really just becoming a non-factor. Well, she for a while has been, but she's just not doing anything. Like the only thing that's going to help a player like her at this point is if they're able to keep winning. Like it go like Keanu, her, Lauren, maybe Ava. You know, like other than that, she's going to be out of here. I feel.
Yeah, I feel like I should give her a 1.5 because I gave Kelley a 1. So I'll take that.
No, drop Kelley.
I was only like, I can give Kelley a 0.5. Like, wait, I can give Kelley a 0.5. Well, actually, I will do that. Kelley gets a 0.5. I know that's right because I don't want to
one more drop. Do it.
0. No, yeah, next is Ava. Child, I hate to say it. I hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't give a fuck about Ava Pearl. I'm over Ava Pearl real bad. She just be sleeping. She got put on the block. Well, frankly, I should have been put on the block. No, you shouldn't have. Like they could be like, we're sending you home. Well, frankly, he should send me home. Like I cannot do it for Ava. I can't. She's not even in the judges. It makes no sense. All she does is talk to the people in the judges the whole time. She's not even in the alliance. She got nominated, and girl, nobody really even cared. Like the fact that they barely batted an eye that she was a nominee was kind of great. Like I would have thought they would have put in a little more work. I think Morgan said it like one or twice. She was like, well, not even Ava, but she didn't go too hard, and Ava didn't go too hard for herself at all. Like Ava could easily continue to be pawned. Like people could pawn her all the time. And within the judges, other than Vince, because I don't feel like they truly trust Vince, I feel like they would just nom Ava over themselves, especially in this area of the game when there's so many people still here. I can see down the line Ava skirting her way to final 3 or whatever. But even in that scenario, she's not gonna win. She has so many like negative tendencies that she spews out. Like, well, Mickey, she did run my HOH. She did, frankly. Like, I just can't. Like, you're telling everybody that you're a flop, that you're getting ran, that like you sleep all day. I don't think anyone respects her. I think she loses the game to everybody but damn near Kelley. Like, I think she doesn't have a lot of value to her game that people will respect. Maybe people will just be bitter. But I just don't love it. She's on the block. She's not going home. So there's that. But to whose avail? Did she campaign? Not really, 2 generously. Lee, how do you feel?
I'm kind of mixy on Ava because I do think there are certain things that are still good with her game. Like, it's not good that she's not in the judges, but people like Rachel, Morgan, Will, even Ashley to an extent, Mickey, even though she's not in it, they're not gonna really target Ava. They may not even nominate Ava at all. Like, there's a good chance. I know we're coming lower in numbers, but there are people who would touch the block before Ava. And then if she were put up in that scenario, she doesn't really have the votes to go home. Keanu would go. I feel like Kelley would go. Kat would go. Even someone like Lauren could go, depending on where they are with the votes at that moment. So I do feel like Ava could still be, in a way, protected because she is not threatening for a while. And then also she's doing good work, in my opinion, in making an alliance and relationship with Lauren and Katherine and Kelley. If whoever stays between that, those 3 girls are not going to go after each other. And Kat has won a competition. Lauren has won an HOH and a veto. So having them as allies is not a terrible thing, especially if the judges start, getting decimated in a way. Because if they're able to win like 1 or 2 HOHs and take out some of the judges' number, the judges need her more. So she is still like in a middle position in a way, and I think she could ride that out. As far as like respect for her game and things like that, I agree with you. I don't know if there will be much, but I'm not necessarily that low on Ava overall. I feel like, honestly, because it's such a non-factor, she's not going home this week at all. Like, they're not sending Ava home. So I'm going to give her the 4.
I know that's right. AmeriCory.
I was going to say a 3, and then I remembered how she was sobbing when Rylie was evicted, so I'm going to say a 2. That's unforgivable. Unforgivable in my eyes.
I forgot about that. Embarrassing.
Literally, like, making a scene. I was like, can you imagine, like, being Rylie, seeing her come out of the DR after just voting and watching that? I'd be like, oh, I'm fucked. Like,
Ava after the vote was me during Ava's vote.
Literally.
Okay, like, Ava does have all those negative tendencies. Zach and Vince were convinced. Ava convinced them to make this crazy move and vote out Adrian, and then they still were like, "Yeah, Ava's not playing the game."
And then she didn't do anything ever again. That was her last move. Then she went to bed and hasn't gone up.
Well, her HOH was terrible. Like, yes, she got rid of Zach, who's the perfect person for her to get rid of, and it was terrible. Like, I don't know how you do that. Like, I'm just so low on Ava's game, and in these rankings, I prioritize win equity so much because that's the whole point of the thing. It's not to get 4th or 3rd or 5th, whatever. Ava's not winning this game. I think Katherine and Lauren have a better shot of winning the game than Ava. Like, for me, I think a 2 is about right. The one thing she's going for her is, like, some people like her, and that is valuable. It's just like, wait, is she going to comp out? Probably not. I don't know.
Like you said, Lee, she is trying more with like Kat and Lauren and Kelley this week. But
is she trying more? Or is she just hanging out?
And that's, I think my issue is my issue is that she's trying more. She's not trying more. She's hanging more out with them because she feels like she likes them better than the other people, and it's like they don't. That's where I'm getting confused. Like the whole Rylie thing was kind of that too. Like I should say Rylie because he likes me. Girl, no, the fuck he doesn't. He actually doesn't like
girl.
Kelley,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I feel like I gotta defend my score because damn, I gave double.
No, honestly, I think you have the more. I think yours makes more sense when we're looking at the safety of it all. Like her potential, she probably isn't going home.
Yeah.
Like honestly, so I think you spilled. I'm just not giving her that. Frankly.
It is what
it is Lauren, who I also don't care about. Lee, how do you feel about Lauren?
You're such a hater. So, AmeriCory, look.
Let me go on mute. Actually, I'm going to the restaurant.
For the last few weeks, I haven't been standing Lauren, but I've always sensed that there's something about Lauren. I don't know what it is. Like, she's still here. She can win competitions. I just feel like Lauren is destined to be like top 6, top 3. You know, now is she gonna win the game after what we've been seeing over the last few weeks? That's a no. But we have to give Lauren some 10s because what happened during her HOH, right? She backdoored Adrian. Adrian went home. I lived for that. What happened the week Rylie went home? What happened the week Rylie went home? She used the veto, which got his ass put up. Rachel told her that Rylie was going up. She said, "Oh, she's lying," and still used it. Rylie went up and went home. I'm telling y'all, Lauren, she leads to good results. She does. And I feel like that is what her purpose of the season is. Like, if we get a Lauren HOH, she would send home Keanu. I truly believe that. I truly believe that Lauren is destined to give the fans. Lauren is destined to give the fans what they want. She may not want it. But she's destined to give us what we want. So that is why I like Lauren. But overall, her game, I mean, she's so attached to Vince, and he's not doing anything to help his game, let alone hers. And she really only has someone like Katherine that's really close with her or Kelley, but one of them are going home this week. She doesn't even really like Keanu, but Keanu is now wanting to work with her and protect her, so that's good for her. It's just, you know, at some point, she's going to get looked at. I do think that someone like Katherine and Keanu could go before her, but someone like Morgan is already pushing her name very heavily. You know, she wants Vince to herself, and Lauren is messing that the fuck up. And I could see a world in which if Lauren is a final nominee, you know, she can win competition. She's so close to Vince. There is a tide turning towards her going home. Do I think it's going to be anytime soon? I don't know. She's also a really good competitor. So it's like, if she's at a blockbuster, is she losing? I don't know. You know, if she's on the block, is she losing veto? I don't necessarily see that. So I feel like because of her compatibility in some of the third scenarios, we could see her towards the end of this game, but I don't think she's gonna win it at this point. I've been giving her a 3. I'm gonna just keep it at the 3 because even with Kelley or Katherine going home, I feel like she's in the same spot, weirdly.
AmeriCory.
I'm kind of high on Lauren, to be honest.
Not this.
So I go to the bathroom.
You know, like, here's the thing. America showed me a clip of like Lauren just saying nothing for 4 minutes, and I'm like, it's better than Keanu and Kelley. Like, I just think here's the thing with Lauren, right? She is good at comps. And I think her using the veto on Vince was so clearly the correct move. And she did that in the face of a lot of pressure. Unlike Vince, like, she is very scared to make moves. And she does make the moves, but she's very scared about it. But she still does it. And that's a huge difference between her and Vince. And while, like, a lot of the other house guests don't respect the way she plays, I think her game, if she makes it to the end, will probably speak for itself. She'll have a lot of comp wins. She's not viewed as, like, dumb or incompetent like a Kelley or a Keanu. So, like, final 2 chairs, I'm not worried about that. I think she'll be fine. It's just, again, like Mickey, she is so valuable to so many people's games if she just makes herself available. And I have a little bit more faith that she'll make herself available over someone like Mickey, because Mickey is just so self-destructive. So I think Lauren's going to be in the final 6. I genuinely do. And then at that point, there's probably not that many good competitors left. You gave her a 3. I'm between 3.5 and a 4. 3.5 is fine.
Really? In my head, I guess I'm really high then. I was thinking 5.
Ooh, let's do 4 then.
So, it's so frustrating to root for Lauren. Like, I want to, right? I was like, ooh, super fan representation. I love that. Casual fan representation. Again, right? That's what we get this season. I'm all right with that. Whatever. But she's just like, again, not super adaptable. She has this group and she wants to stick with that group. She's not willing to talk to anybody outside of Vince, really. Like, that's her number one ally, and she sees that he's close to other people, but she doesn't branch out like he does. I guess she's got Kat a little bit, but Kat's in danger this week. Like, Kelley's in danger this week. She's just attaching herself to the wrong people. She's trying to go after Rachel, not super like subtle about it, which isn't good. But she has the right idea in mind. You know, she's like, I don't know. She's like really pushing her agenda. She really was this week with Vince, but Vince just doesn't listen to her. So maybe not a 5. I'll go with like a 4.
I'm agree with the 4.
Yeah.
Child, not this. Well, I feel like it's been a horrendous time for Lauren's game. You know, Zach went home. That was a hit. Rylie went home. That was a hit. Kelley/Kat going home. That's going to be a hit. She's not good at preventing those hits from happening, although she should have. You have this relationship with Ava. Why is Ava not voting with you to save Rylie? I don't know. There's just a lack of activeness, and I think that's what's going to fuck her up. And I think that's why I do. And because I genuinely like Lauren personally. Like, I wish I liked her game, and I think that's why I hate it so much. It's because like I'm rooting for you. It's like I'm rooting for you, sister. Step it up, and she's not stepping up, which is why I think this game consistently rewards activeness. I could see her going home before Keanu due to something like that. Like, I could see her getting nominated, her being on the block, and Morgan and Rachel being like, actually, Lauren should go over Keanu, and her going the fuck home. Like, I could see her going home, and that's because she doesn't do anything. Do something, queen. There's no reason you shouldn't be talking to other people in the game. And I feel like that's gonna fuck her up eventually. It likely won't be soon. It likely will be a little later in the game. But because this season is weird, I can't go based off of likeliness. Like, it could be tomorrow, baby. Like, she could end up renom. Like, I don't know what's happening. So I just don't love that for her at all. I feel like her game has taken a lot of hits, and she didn't do a good job. Like, Vince is your closest ally. You used the veto on him. I'd argue it wasn't a good move to use the veto on him because she didn't do shit after that, and Rylie went home because of it. Like, girl, keep your allies. But I'm gonna give her the 3, and I don't want to. I want to give her lower than that, but I'm gonna give her the 3. I think she'll be fine, but I just want her to do something. Like, your closest ally is Vince, and you had 0 influence on this HOH at all. You used the veto on him literally 4 days ago, and you had 0 influence. Hello? Something's not right. Next, you
convinced me. I kind of want to knock her down a little bit.
I'm going to a 5.
She's so like,
stop it.
Play wise, she's so slow when she speaks game. Like, she's trying to formulate a thought in real time, and we're like anything, Lauren, and like nothing ever comes out. That's like, I don't know.
I'll give this one to you, but I'm saving one in the bank that I can influence one of these rankings.
Oh, I know it's Vince. I know it's Vince.
It's not Vince.
We'll
see. We'll get there. I'm only 3 up. So what do you want to do? 3.5 or 3?
We'll do 3.5.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. Next we have Rachel Rylie. You know what? Comerica, I'll let y'all go first. How do y'all feel about
it?
It's not.
So okay.
Rachel, look, her path to winning is always impossible. It's been impossible every week, but it gets better every week. I think this is one of those situations where, like, positionally, she's worse than win equity wise, because I can envision Rachel winning the season, which is a crazy thing to say. Look, her position doesn't justify it. I think she's just a hair below Morgan. She pushes for things. Those things happen. I think a 7 is fair. And also, this is like the best position you could be in, is surviving your ops HOH. When we survive Jared, everyone gets to play and he doesn't. When Quinn survives Tucker, Tucker can't play. Tucker goes home next week. So like, it looked sketchy, but the fact that she survived the sketchy week means she's almost like home free for at least a week or 2.
Yeah.
I'll do 7. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. I love her.
Okay, I was like, what's she got to say?
That's it.
You said 7.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I also want to give her the 7. It's amazing what she was able to do after Rylie went home and her still being able to survive the Vince's week. The reason I wouldn't say she's as high as Morgan, because I know somebody probably gonna be like, "Where's the 10s at?" It's just she did things that like Morgan did a lot of work to save her, and then her telling Keanu almost got her actually renommed, and that's where I'm like, "Ooh, you could have been a 9, queen, but you still telling Keanu shit, and why is she still telling Keanu shit?" Fuck, that pisses me off. But it's a 7, and honestly, like I wish it was like an 8 or a 9, and I feel like it could be if Rachel would just. And this is something I don't even want to happen, but she needs to be less Rachel sometimes. Like I need her to stop being so Rachel, because even like, ooh, I'm finna get real hot takey in here. Y'all finna get mad at me. I know a lot of people have been happy about how the people she nominated weren't even targeting her coming into this week, and they were helping her stay off the block. And I'd argue they were only targeting her to begin with because she let them know that she was targeting them. So a part of me feels like, although it's impressive that they weren't targeting her, literally 2 weeks ago they weren't targeting her because they had no.
Oh, you see how you went away? You see how you went away? Don't talk shit about Rachel motherfucking Rylie. Come for the queen, you will get beheaded, bitch. Yeah, shut that the fuck up, bitch. Shut that the fuck up.
I think you said a 9, right?
Yeah, I think I heard 9.
Wait, girl, what happened for real? Oh, it's bad. Child. Well, I'll go ahead and go because God knew you were talking about some bullshit. So with Rachel, I think that this was a really, really impressive week for Rachel, especially because last week before we saw the blockbuster, I thought she had done a really, really bad move because it didn't seem like she really set up for a Rylie person to go home. But by the end of it, with Morgan's relationship to Vince and then really getting her allies together, they were able to come together and take out Rylie, which was really good for her game and her allies' game. It really helped the judges move forward into this week. She also was a part of the judges forming and helping bringing Vince in, which is really good because Vince was someone who was going after Rachel and vice versa, and they were able to come together, which kept her safe this week, which is really good. The fact that she had 3 of her nominations saving her within 1 week is just so impressive to me. She truly is the leader of the judges in a way. Like, it's kind of people who are associated or in a way trying to protect Rachel or get her into the jury. And it didn't take friendship bracelets. It didn't take 3 weeks of safety. It didn't take, that's really based off of Rachel's connections and the things that she has cultivated in the game. And I think that's just really impressive. Like, she is someone who is a big threat and a big target, but she's still being protected regardless of that. And it's so interesting because Rachel isn't this like overarching mastermind that's gonna like puppet master the situation, but she still has improved her social game so much that people are willing to work with her and go far with her. And I think she's using some of her own knowledge as being a past player to help influence that. Like some of the things she's saying about her being loyal and her riding for her team and her voting for the best winner, I think those things really resonate with people. So I could see her, making it a little bit further. I don't know about a final 2. But like with Rachel, I feel like anything is possible at this point. So I agree with the 7. Do I want to give her 7.5? I think I'm gonna give her 7.5.
And
people, I love it.
I have no choice.
Oh, your thing is muffled. It's really muffled.
Hold on. One second. Hello.
Just doing that.
Rachel fucked your shit up, bitch. Okay, stop talking about Rachel.
She left her phone in the house and hacked into the system.
No, her reaching through the Big Brother house from California all the way to Texas to snatch my mic is enough for me to have to move her up. I have to give her the 8. That's a queen. I have to give her the 8. She said, "Shut the fuck up." She said, "You will get beheaded," all the way from LA to Texas. She like what? Like the fact that she snatched my mic like that, I have no choice but to put respect on her name. That was crazy. I'm over here trying to be objective. She said, an 8. And I mean that.
Real quick. We need to change ours as well. Come on. We have to. 7.5. 7.5.
Look. All right, well, I'm getting bonus.
She's got people.
She's finna snatch our mic next. Be careful, Cory.
Well, we're next.
Look, I'm saying I'm gonna use all my points on my Will ranking because I have big thoughts about him. So you could have the 7.5 if you want.
Okay, we're gonna have the 7.5. I know that's right. She's influencing us from the house.
Right.
Like, this is the winner. Oh my god. Okay. Next we do have Will, AmeriCory. Actually, Cory. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Look, I don't know where in. Okay, first of all, America, what are you feeling just numbers wise for Will? What ballpark are you in?
8.
Okay, right. So that's the thing. I'm nowhere close to that with Will because again, I'm a win equity guy, and I would put so much money on him getting somewhere from 2nd to 4th right now.
He's so good though with so many people. Like his social game.
He will not get evicted. I agree. And here's my problem with Will.
Okay.
I would not mind for him if some of these people on the other side win some HOHs so his numbers could get dwindled down a bit, because if he just rides it out with this group, he's not going to win his way to the end. He's just going to either be respected enough to be voted out or not respected enough to lose in the final 2. Those are like the 2 outcomes I see with Will, which is like, it's not really his fault. You guys keep talking about activity. He's probably the best player who is passive. You know what I mean? Like all the other good players.
He does get active though. At points, he'll wake up and he'll be like, "Gotta form an alliance. Gotta keep this person off the block."
At a few points,
every couple days,
he went up to Vince and was like, "Yeah, you know what, Vince? I think there's a lot of merit putting up with you." Like, Will. I just am not as high on Will as a Big Brother player. One of my favorites to watch though. And remember, like weeks 2 and 3, he was trying to quit the game. I feel like that's kind of an indication of where he's at strategically. Like. I was leaning kind of like with a 6.5 with Will, 6.5, but it's not going to end up being that because you're probably giving him a 10, right?
Do you want to do a 7?
What are you giving him? An 8?
8. That's.
I guess that's wait. Didn't I bank some points? How about a 6.5?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give him that. He was a little passive, but in my head, I'm like, again, you don't know what's going to happen in those final 2 chairs. They're so unpredictable. Their votes are going to be so unpredictable. I think they will respect just his social game being like impeccable. Like nobody's coming after him. Nobody's looking at him.
He's Enzo, which is like not a bad thing. Enzo's pretty good at the game, but if Enzo plays 100 times, he gets 3rd place, like 80 of them. Like I think that's just what Will is.
I kind of see it, but
I think Enzo would win. I think Enzo will win this season, though.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like Enzo could win this season. This is the season Enzo could win.
I think Enzo's just a 3rd place kind of guy.
Of the multiple, but I also don't think he's 1-to-1 with Enzo. But I see what you're saying. I feel like Will wins a final 2 jury vote. I think obviously it depends who he's sitting next to, but looking at these people, the only people I think could beat him are Rachel, Rylie, and maybe Morgan. I think he could beat even Vince. I think Rachel, Ava, Ashley, Morgan, Mickey would vote him even over Vince. Like I think he could win a jury vote. I think he has the relationships that go a little bit deeper. I think people want him to win. We want to give the chocolate drop the money, and I think that's a valuable skill to make people want to vote for you is like a really valuable. He hasn't picked it up at all, but energy wise, like sociability wise, I kind of see more of a Lisa BB3 sociability wise. Like people like
you meant 26 Lisa. I'm like
damn. Oh please, I don't even know who that is. I just feel like people like him. I feel like people would want to reward him, and I see that. So I can see a win, but he's not active enough for me. I think these last couple of weeks have been really good for him, and I do think he had a very pivotal a part of Zach being nominated. I will say, like America said, he wakes up every 5 days, but that one day he woke up, I think kind of launched this back-to-back situation here. So it's like he does things that does help his game. Like a part of the reason I feel like Vince has said he's comfortable with choosing the judge's side is his connection to Will. He said, I have Will and Morgan. As long as I have Will and Morgan, then I feel good with it. And Will and Vince having that relationship is just because Will is a good social player. So I think he helps his alliance even without being as active as them. Like I think a part of the reason Vince was comfortable is because he's cool with Will, period. Like he's cool with Morgan and he's cool with Will. So it helped. So I think he's helpful. And I think this has been a really good 3 weeks for him. And I think this is going to launch him to final 3. Like I see him in final 3 now because of this, because of these couple of weeks. So I feel like I have to give him at least the 7. I think I'm just going to give him the 7. If he was an active player and I had confidence, he would be like a 9. He would be like a 9 or 10. Honestly, like if he made this happen and he convinced him and he would be a 10. He's 3 notches below that because he's so passive. But
yeah. And that's why I'm between a 7 and a 6.5, because I really feel like this was a really, really good week for him. Like, he is sort of in the center of the judges, if not him, Morgan, but they're kind of occupying that same spot. He also has a relationship with Vince. And then people on the other side, they're more worried about the girls than they are Vince. Like Rachel, Ashley, Morgan, Mickey would all touch the block. Those probably be the 4 nominees within the week. And Will would be safe. And like, even if like one of them go home and then the next week they need to have Will as a pawn, that is what he will be, a pawn. It will not be someone targeted. And I do think he's respected enough, unlike people like Ava and Kelley, that he could be taking the final 2 and still win the game. Like, he could be in the finals and still have enough respect that people actually care about him. And with him kind of being in the center of this alliance, I do feel like the winner could potentially come from this group. They are making up the majority right now. They are some of the more active players. And I think that he benefits the most from this group, like, staying together. So I'm really up on him because of like the activeness. Like this week when he talked to Vince, he mentioned like, you can put up Rachel, you know, it's fine. I won't go against you. Things like that. I'm like, you know, because you didn't necessarily want that, you know, but you were going to allow it to happen. That scares me with Will. But you know, because it was such a good week, I'll go ahead and give him the 7.
Will Warriors. What are we called? Like, is there a name?
The Will Warriors is cute.
The chocolate drops. The chocolate drops.
Coin that.
The chocolate drops. Last.
My bio chocolate drop. Like, I think it's a vibe.
This is a doozy, Vince. I'll start with Vince. Ooh, Vince. My man. He was my man, y'all. Now he's just Vince. I don't know how I feel. Once again, I said it earlier, like, I don't even necessarily care about the decisions. It's about how you did it, baby. Rachel knows you was finna put her up. If Rachel wins HOH, you can go the fuck home. I know what you were about to do, sir. He operated so incorrectly this week to where he was not able to actually... He wasn't able to strategize in a way that's going to launch his game forward. Like, he hasn't done any of the work. And now that Rachel's renommed, he needs to continue to do work. And he's not doing it. He just isn't doing the work to match the move. You know, he should have probably just put up Rachel. He didn't do that. And even though he didn't do that, he still let Rachel know that he was targeting her. Rylie going home. I think Rylie going home isn't even that bad for him because Morgan was the other option. I think that was something he had to do in terms of Morgan is going to protect him way more than Rylie would. But it's just like leading up to this, he's been so inactive with Adrian the week that him and Zach got out. Like, he's just been inactive as a player. Like, I just don't love that. And it's caused him to still sit in this group of people who he's not centered in, and he's not doing any of the centering. So I just don't love this week for him at all. He kind of flopped real bad. Morgan ran his HOH. Baby Ashley was damn near running his HOH. Like, why do you have these people running your HOH? Your allies are confused at you. You've lost so much win equity. He had so much win equity. He's lost all of that. That was one of the main reasons I was giving him the 6.5s. I'm like, he's going to win the game. Now it's like, baby, it's not giving win the game. Like, it's giving lose the game. So I'm going to have to drop him the fuck down. Didn't like this HOH. All the way to... Ooh, am I going to do it to him? Oh. I think he could be targeted by Rachel. I think anyone else, I don't think Will will target him. I don't think Morgan will target him. I don't think any of that's the group will target him. I don't even think Ava would target him. So I will say I still think he's mostly safe other than Rachel. And because of that, I still don't feel like he's out of the game immediately, but he's just making me notice that his game isn't strong. And I gotta punish him. 3.5. Lee.
Yeah, I just feel like this was a very terrible HOH. And I feel like when I'm doing my scores, I do base it off what happened during the week, but I also like to think about the future in their game. This time I'm ignoring future. This is just terrible. I think it was a bad HOH. I think he did other people's dirty work. I think that he is one of the most passive players we have ever seen in this game. Like, this is like the 3rd or 4th time he has done something that is against his best interest and something that he doesn't even want to do. Like, he was straight up just strong-armed into doing this because he is scared of that side. And instead of like trying to work on an alliance with the other side, build a group and really come together and get these numbers and to get out Rachel, because Rachel could have went home this week if she did not win Blockbuster, or at least take out someone else on that side. You know, he knows he's at the bottom of that alliance. He talks about what he needed to do this entire week, and then he did not do it for Morgan, for Rachel, for who? Like, he's not helping himself at all. He is, like you said, losing win equity. People are not respecting his game. They don't really respect him. It's all bad. I'm gonna give him a 1. Honestly, this was not a good
damn.
I don't like. I think it was fucking terrible. Like, I truly think that he is not gonna go home anytime soon. I think that he's gonna be able to rebound even from this move. I can still see Vince in top 3, but this was so bad. And he does not take any like stance on things to like, I cannot respect him this week as a player. Like, it's a 1.
Yeah, I mean, Vince is what he is. Like, you can't like act like, oh, he's gonna turn it on next week. No, Vince is Vince. But like there's been a lot of accusations on Chat BCC that I'm up Vince's ass. I think was the exact quote.
Are you?
Maybe.
Are you?
Here's the thing. I like Vince in the same way I like Keanu, where it's like he just keeps himself in the mix. Like, I don't think he's passive at all. He's very timid. He's very scared to do anything, but he does a lot. Like, he has a ton of conversations. He's always talking to different people, bouncing around. He has relationships with everybody. Some of them, they kind of fluctuate. But, like, Vince can still win the game. If he gets to the end, it's going to be one of those situations of, like, they knew Vince was there the whole time. They knew he was a threat. They knew he was a problem. And now he's in the final 2 chairs. I think he would win. So it's like, again, this week's terrible. I think if he puts up 3 of the judges, Rachel goes home. He's just like kind of in, if his side wins, he could win the entire season. Instead, we're here and it's like, who has a better shot of winning? I think Will or Rachel, Morgan, Ashley. I don't think anyone else. So like, I just think it's a 4.5. Like, performance is bad. He's still fine.
I mean, you're up his ass for sure. He's crumbling. We're watching him crumble. He started off really well. I was like, oh my God, he's going to be like this super social guy going to every person and like snaking everybody. And, you know, they say that he's like a weasel. Not really. He isn't able to make a decision. When he does, he comes to the wrong conclusion. Again, like you said, the way he does things, it's like he goes back and forth. It's so wishy-washy. Doesn't take a stand. Doesn't stand for anything. It's so frustrating to watch. He's just so mopey all the time. Woe is me. Life is so hard. Then don't win competitions then.
Well,
then you're gonna have to make decisions.
He can't win the next HOH, which is great for Vince.
Right.
He's back to being a peasant. Like, that's huge.
Well, he just mirrors whoever he's with, but like, I don't know. It's just like it's not fun to watch, and I don't see him winning because other than Morgan and like Keanu, I guess Lauren, he doesn't really have. I guess he has 3 people, but still, it's just
3
like
best competitors.
But he also has people.
Cory is a Vince stan.
He voiced to me, baby. I had hashtag Vincinator in my name. That
He's
needs
gonna be
Cory.
Curry, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think he's giving second juror for sure.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Easy
remind
on
you of
that.
anyone? The mustache, that kind of vibe. I see he's crumbling. I feel like there's a lot of pressure. It's only getting worse, and he started off like really shaky, and now it's just going downhill. So I would say like a 3. What did you give him?
Not that bad. A 4.5. So is that a 4, 3.5?
Yeah.
Let's do a 4 for me.
Let's do a 4 for Cory.
Closer to anybody though. Like, he should have, he's at the bottom of the judges. He should want to go and like get closer to Kat, really pull in Lauren. He didn't have to do much work there because Lauren's just blindly loyal to him. But like,
let him cook. Next week is his week.
We'll see. I actually do see a future where he could do something, but we just got to revisit him. Honestly, everybody is a week by week basis because looking at this, I'm
literally
like, next week it could be something else. But at the bottom of the game, we have Kelley and Kat, which makes a lot of sense, and Mickey is right there with them. I think that bottom 3 makes a lot of sense. No shade.
For sure.
The top 5 this week, and use top very loosely, but the 5 people with the least lowest scores: Lauren with a 3.2 is number 5. Ashley with a 5.8 is number 4. And then our top 3 players this week, Will, Rachel, and Morgan. Morgan being the highest rated player. She ran this HOH. I'll give it.
Killing it. She did.
As long as no one finds the M&Ms, she's golden.
Oh my God, Lee! You know what's crazy, Lee? We were giving Morgan the hot. She was top 3 the first 3 weeks. It wasn't until, or I want to say the first 2 weeks or so, and then she started going downhill when she was up Zach's literal asshole. Like, my God. And then I had a theory. I was like, when Zach leaves, she's finna start eating the game up again. And here we are. Like, I really think Zach was holding her back really badly. So we'll see how it goes from Morgan. This makes a lot of sense, though. I know that's right.
Job well done.
Period. Now, AmeriCory, where can people find you if you want them to find you? Or if you don't want them to find you? Anything to say to the people?
Stay away.
Please.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
But I'm on Twitch, Cory Wurtenberger. We got our Patreon, AmeriCory. And otherwise, we'll just bounce around and podcast every now and then.
Yeah, we love talking Big Brother. We'll be around. We're only like halfway or a little bit more than halfway.
A good amount more than halfway, which is weird because we have so many people left. But
yeah, that's probably going to be a double or something.
Up.
Yeah. I think they said the month left of the show.
Yeah.
Why did I get a message from Ozza today? Like not an actual like DM or anything top secret. She said like for a watch party. I don't want you to think I'm leaking. I saw the look. You're like, don't say it. No, but she sent out a like Ozza's watch party thing because I'm signed up to her newsletter. Okay. There's going to be a double on September 18th. Is that correct?
There's a 2-hour episode on September 18th, I believe. A 2-hour Thursday episode.
Okay, I thought it was on September 11th.
Or some September something. Maybe it was September 11th.
The email says September 18th, come watch us in Philly, like watch party there. It'll be the double. So I was like, wait, I don't know. Maybe.
She's probably guesstimating, but.
Yeah, because one of them episodes was 2 hours. So we'll see. But there should be 2 doubles, I'm thinking, like for them to catch up. Or a triple.
Ooh, a triple would be crazy.
A triple in this season? My God, that would be.
I would live. I hope they switch it up.
That's the Keanu HOH.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh my God, y'all need to stop
in the atmosphere. That man is to leave next week.
Anyways, guys, if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe, like, follow, and all of that. We are here all season of Big Brother, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, recapping Big Brother. Yesterday, we did our Love Island reunion recap, so check that out. We're also covering Survivor Australia versus the World and the challenge, so get into that as well. Every Wednesday, which is tomorrow, we do our TRK after show with a new guest, and this week the guest is Miss Taylor Hell. Make sure if you would like to ask Taylor Hell a question, use the hashtag Kingdom Speaks on Twitter, Blue Sky, wherever the fuck you want, and send Taylor a question. And once again, thank you, AmeriCory, for being here. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. And what else is it? Oh, thanks for giving the rule of the kingdom. We're out.
We're out.
Bye. Yay.